17 and verse number 10.
Bring it out.
They're enclosed in their own fat.
Right.
With their mouth, they speak proudly.
But they speak proudly, man. And they are speaking proudly in these last days, man. They're the ones that said, you know what? We're going to turn Gaza into an American province, essentially,
Right.
man. Bring back thousands of jobs, right? He's the one speaking proudly in these last days, man. Who the hell are you?
Right.
To speak to the media publicly and tell the masses of the earth how you're going to take over the children of the Lord's land, man.
See that?
Right.
And what I'm doing with it.
Right.
Hey, sister. Hey, brother, commit the word to the Lord.
Come on, real quick.
One verse.
Just say it out loud.
Okay, if you stop, we'll read it for you. Wow. Right,
Can't stop for the Lord.
Right, that's right, man. Right, and the Lord ain't going to stop for you.
Right.
That's how it's going to work.
Right.
Right.
Right. So read on, King.
With their mouth, they speak proudly.
With their what?
With their mouth, they speak proudly.
With their mouth, they speak proudly, man. We're going to round up all of the illegal immigrants, man, and send them to Venezuela. We're going to send them to Guantanamo Bay.
Right.
Well, that's wickedness, man.
Right.
Right, because again, like we always say, they was here before you damn devils got here, man.
Right.
And they wasn't in loincloths with a bone in they nose.
Right, yo.
Living in a damn teepee, man. Like the movie Apocalypto, man. That's the so-called white man's sorcery and propaganda, man.
Right.
And white supremacy that he's exalted for the last 500 years or so, man.
Right.
He's the illegal immigrant, man.
Right.
He's the illegal alien,
Whole
man.
time.
Right. He needs to be rounded up and sent to Guantanamo Bay, man.
Right.
He needs to be put into these concentration camps.
Right.
He needs to be separated.
Right.
He needs to put a bounty out on his own head.
Right.
He's giving these regular people, we'll give you $1,000 if you can round up the illegal immigrants. You got Jake going out there doing it, man. You got Jake making what they call these TikToks and these different reels about what they would do with $1,000,
Right.
man. Ice, man. Right, so you're the most proud devil on the earth, man. You're the only devil on the earth. Well, you're the only devil.
Right.
You're the chief-
Say that.
Hold on. You're the chief devil.
Right.
You're the chief devil because you ain't the only devil.
Right.
But you're the chief devil of the earth, man.
true as-
Right? You have colonized. You have raped. You
Right.
have robbed. You
Right.
have oppressed.
Right.
You have enforced imperialism. You have done all manner of sorcery on the earth, man. And now you got, in these last days, you got some nerve to say we're going to round up all of the Gadites,
Right.
all of the Reubenites,
Right.
all of the Asherites,
Right.
all of the Issacharites,
Right.
and we're going to round them up and put them back in a FEMA camp somewhere. In Guantanamo Bay, man. In Venezuela, man. Right? So you're the ultimate immigrant, man.
Right.
You're the one that stole this land. Give me the Job 20 and 19. Hold that, man. Right? And you Negroes that voted Trump, you're going to get caught up in that.
Right.
Like I
Right.
said earlier, he cut your DEI out the program, man.
Right.
Right? He cut your DEI. He's going to cut your food stamps, man. He's going to cut your WIC, your Section 8. Right? You're going to be caught out there too, man. Read that.
Oh, 20 and 19.
Brother, commit a word to the Lord. Right? You're doing that fire extinguisher, brother.
It's a prop.
It's a prop.
Yeah.
Right? You got to commit a word to the Lord.
1 minute. Come on, man. You got a minute.
I'm not a good speaker.
Well,
Man, it ain't asked you to
brother, do
speak.
Right.
All you got to do is listen.
Okay.
Oh, praise to the Most High.
You got to put that cigarette out.
Holy ground you stepping on.
Yeah, put that cigarette out, brother. There you go, brother.
Oh, praise to the Most
Right?
High.
Don't just put it out like that, brother. Right? You put it out like you're going to smoke it again.
Steak leg on it.
Right? You believe in the Lord, brother?
I believe in a Lord, yeah.
Right? Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 16. Right? I'm going to show you something about yourself, brother.
Okay.
Right? Give me 1 Corinthians 3 and 16.
First. Go on, you got it.
1 Corinthians 3 verse 16.
Bring it up.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
So you're the temple of the Most High, right? The spirit that's inside of you has been sent by the Heavenly Father to dwell in you in these last days. Go on.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Read that again.
The Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Would you do anything to harm or violate the Spirit of God, brother? Intentionally, would you do that?
Personally, no.
No, right? But now the Most High is letting you know that inside of you, outside of your organs and your muscles, is the Spirit of God. An X-ray can't pick it up.
Right.
The CAT scan can't pick it up.
Right.
MRI ain't going to see it.
Right.
Only the Most High is letting you know this, brother. Right?
Right.
The Spirit of God dwelleth in you. Now listen to this.
If any man defiled of God,
If any man defile the temple of God, meaning if you profane your body, right? Go on.
him shall God destroy.
What the Lord say?
Him shall God destroy.
How do you defile your temple? By smoking cigarettes, vapes, weed, dope, excess drinking, and there's other sins that we do in excess and every day that profanes our temple. that allows us to be judged by the Most High, brother. Right? What's inside a cigarette?
Contain tobacco, chemicals.
And you're missing about 1,000 more ingredients, brother.
Right.
Right? All types of arsenic and rat poison and all types of there, brother.
Right.
Right now, you think the Lord, if you was up there in the third heaven, in the heavens, would you smoke a cigarette, brother, and blow it in his face? No, brother. So guess what? You're putting smoke inside of the Spirit of God.
Right.
Here it is, the Spirit is in you, and you say, you know what, God, I know your Spirit is in there, but take this nicotine real quick, man. Take this to the head. Right? Take the cigarette to the dome real quick. That's what you're doing every day, brother, when you're smoking. Right? Doing that, brother.
Right.
Right? And we only picked up smoking in this man's society, brother.
Right.
Right? Back in the ancient world, we never smoked, brother. We never did half of the things that we do here in America. Brother.
Right.
Right? That's why we have to understand how important knowing who you are, how special you are, brother. Because if you know who you are and how great you are, you're going to do the things that the Most High commanded you to do.
Right.
Now, if you don't know how great you are, brother, you're going to be more inclined to follow the ways of other nations, bro. Especially the nations that tell you that you're nothing, that make themselves great, brother.
Right.
Right? So what we out here doing, brother, is we're telling our people, the people in this sign, the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negro and Indian, that they are God's chosen people. Right? We can prove that in the Bible. There's archaeology, there's history, there's records that the people that you call black people in America are no longer black people, brother.
Right.
That is a name that has been placed on us here in America, brother. Now you may call yourself black, your shoes are black, but your skin is brown. So you can't be black.
Right.
Right? You may say you're African American. That's the second term they throw at us, brother. Right? But the two last names are two different European men. Those are literally two last names of two different European men. And they were murderers, brother. Right? And visionaries of colonists and rapists and demons, like the brother said. Right? You had Leo Scipio Africanus, right? And you had Americus Vespucci, brother. Right? One was a map maker, cartographer, right? And then the other one was a murderer.
Right.
His whole family were murderers, brother.
Right.
Now, do you come from two different white men? No, so how are you African American? What is the name the Most High gave you? Didn't the Lord create everybody, brother?
Good question.
He created the water, the birds, the sea, the air, and the dry land, and he named everything, brother. Right? What did he name us?
Good question.
Good question. With the Most High, he got the answers.
Right.
Now, I'm going to show you, brother, in 5 minutes who you are. Read that. Romans.
Romans chapter 11 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
I say then, hath God cast away his people?
Read that again.
Hath God cast away his people?
God has a chosen people. Right? There's over I believe they say there's about maybe 8 billion people, pushing 8 billion people on the earth, right? Now you got all these ethnicities, you got all these races, right? You got all these different languages. But out of all those people, God has a chosen people. Now a lot of people think that God cast away his chosen people, and now God is the God of the human race. You ever heard that? Anybody that accepts God can believe in God, and they're his child, and all that rhetoric, right? It's not according to the Bible. According to the Bible, the God that everyone believes in, he has a chosen people.
Right.
Give me 2nd Ezra. I'm going to show you something. 6 and 54.
Con.
Right? 2nd Ezra 6 and 54. And you got a lot of different ethnicities, brother. Right? Tribes and
So only a
countries.
certain people could get accepted into what you say is heaven?
Hold on. I didn't say that.
No, they don't know.
No, I didn't say
It's
that.
just the chosen. So just only the chosen people, or there's an exception?
I'm going to show you. Now read that real quick.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54.
Bring it out.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
You heard of Adam. You heard of Eve. Everybody comes out of Adam. Right? Go on. No matter who you are. Read.
God. Of all thy creatures, of him come we all,
Right.
and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So now you have a chosen people that comes out of Adam. Who are the chosen people that come out of Adam?
Man and woman?
Not just any man and woman, but there's a particular bloodline of people that come out of them. Give me Psalms 135 and 4, right? There's a chosen people, right, that come out of Adam. That's why it says everybody comes out of Adam, and a chosen people, right? Read that.
Psalms chapter 135 and verse 4. Bring it out. For the Lord hath chosen Jacob.
Read that again.
For the Lord hath chosen Jacob
Read.
unto himself, and Israel,
And who?
and Israel for his peculiar treasure.
So Israel, the Israelites are the chosen people of God. These are the people that God gave his commandments to. These are the people that the Lord destroyed nations for. These are the people who the Lord delivered from bondage. These are the people who were given laws and sacrifices and promises and covenants, brother. These are the children of the Lord.
Right.
These are the chosen people in the Bible.
Right.
Now read that again from the top. 2nd Ezra 6 and 54.
2nd Ezra 6 verse 54.
Bring it out.
After these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
Read.
Of him come we all.
Everybody comes out of Adam. Read.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Who are the chosen people?
Israel,
The Israelites.
Right.
Who are the Israelites?
God's chosen people.
Which will be who today?
Anyone darker shade?
No, not anyone with darker shade. I've met an Ethiopian brother, right? I've met Somalians. I've met East Indians. I've met Pakistanis. And they all have brown skin, right? And some, like the brother said, they're darker than us. So it's not a melanin, dark skin thing. It's about a bloodline. So the Israelites are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans based off of biblical prophecy. There are things that God said will befall these people, and then these things happen, right? Now, the Israelites are us, brother. That's the answer.
Right.
We're the Israelites.
Right.
You're an Israelite. I'm
Right.
an Israelite.
Right.
All these brothers were the Israelites.
Right.
Not niggers and Negroes and colored people.
Right.
And all of the disrespectful, wicked names that they gave us.
Right.
We go off of what the Most High gave us.
That's right.
So it said, and the people whom thou hast chosen. Read on.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our
Our
sake.
sake.
For what?
For
thou
our
madest
sake.
the world-
For our sakes.
Thou madest the world for our sakes. Everything
Right.
in this world, brother, it was made for us.
Right.
That's how special we are as a people. Everybody knows the Most High God made everything. But what we don't know is that everything was made for us.
Right.
The chosen people. Read on.
Verse 56.
Now it's about to get real.
As for the other people,
Who are the other people?
Anyone that's not Israelite?
There you go.
Right.
As
Right.
for the other people,
which also come of Adam,
they come from Adam too.
thou hast said
So God has said
that they are nothing.
that what?
That they are nothing.
God said that they are nothing. But
Right.
what?
But be like unto spittle.
They're likened unto spit. You don't care about spit. You don't have a jar of spit that you collect, right? You don't harvest spit from the harbor, brother, right? The Lord said the other nations, they're likened unto spittle. Read on.
And has likened the abundance of them
They're compared to what?
unto
To
a drop that falleth from a vessel.
You care about a drop that falls from a bucket of water? No, you still got the remnant of your water left, right? Now listen to this. Read.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen.
These what?
These
A
heathens.
heathen is a non-Israelite, right? The nations in this context. Go on.
which have ever been reputed as
As
nothing.
nothing.
They've always had the reputation for being nothing. Now, in America, brother, how old are you, brother? 18. In America, which people have the greatest reputation by race? Who? Go ahead.
Caucasian.
So-called Caucasian, brother.
Straight
Right.
up.
Right. You don't get the same privileges that they get, right?
Straight up.
If you get pulled over and they get pulled over, the outcomes are going to be completely different.
Right.
Y'all can handle a matter the exact same way. Word for word, action for action, the outcome's going to be different, brother. Right?
Hey, one more thing. I need to take a call. I don't want to interrupt your word, but I take a call real quick.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Take your call, brother. You going to come back and finish, brother? Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
All right, take your call, brother, and come back. All right. Let's finish this verse for you, brother, because your phone dead already.
Life,
There ain't no more. Hey, that call, that call got to wait. All right, but we got you, brother. We ain't going to hold you. Read on. Read a little faster.
And beget Selaki, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
They've always, the point I'm making is God said that the people that have a reputation, back in the day, we always knew that they were nothing. They've always had the reputation for being nothing. Read on.
Have begun to be lords over us.
What are they?
Have begun to be lords over
We're
us.
equals.
Have begun to be lords over us.
And what?
And to devour us.
So the people that have always been known for nothing, now they're devouring us and they're over us, brother. We used to be over them. That's what the Most High said. So how do we become so destroyed, brother? As a nation of people, as a race of people.
Everyone picks up vices, like cigarettes are a thing.
Cigarettes.
Man-made things, things that control other people or you know, things that control people, like cigarettes,
Right.
gambling,
Right.
all these types of things. There's so many things.
Right. All these different devices, brother, that come in the world.
Yeah.
Now, did the Most High command you to deal with the devices that come into the world? Or did he command you to follow the commandments?
You need to follow commandments.
Right, you're supposed to follow the commandments.
Right.
Give me Ezekiel 44:5. Now, brother, I'm going to ask you a question. Here we are saying that we're the Israelites, right? What you should say is prove that we're the Israelites. You should say prove that, bro.
Right.
Right, brother. You're an intelligent man. You don't just take things off of face value, brother. I can't have a car right here and say, hey, brother, this is a nice car. You just give me $2,000. You want to go on a test drive. You want to lift up the hood. You know, you want to do some things, and you know, everything is the car for you, brother.
Right.
You got to put things on trial.
Right.
You got to test things.
Right.
You got to test what we said, brother. Right? Now bring that out.
Ezekiel chapter 44 and verse number 5.
Bring it out.
And the Lord said unto me, Son of man, mark well, and behold with thine eyes,
And do what?
and behold with thine eyes,
Read.
and hear with thine ears,
And hear with your ears.
all that I say unto thee,
No, just a little bit.
all that I say thee.
So, brother, now it's the time to be dialed in.
Right.
The Lord said, pay attention to all, and he's just reading. But this is the Most High speaking to you, brother.
Right.
Because the Lord is not going to come down and knock on your door. What's your name, brother?
Ryan.
And break the scriptures down to you, brother. And say, hey, look, I'm the Most High God. You got room, you got stuff out your room, and he kind of sit on your bed and say, okay, Ryan, today's the day we're going to learn about Genesis. It don't work like that. The Lord said, read that again. Here's
And the Lord said unto me, Son of man, mark well,
Mark what?
Mark well.
Meaning pay attention. Like somebody say, mark my words, right? Don't let it slip. Go on.
and behold with thine eyes, and hear with thine ears, all that I say unto thee.
All what?
All that I say unto thee.
You got to pay attention, brother. I'm going to show you 3 more verses, right? The first verse is to show you why we live the way we live. The second verse is going to prove that we are the Israelites.
Right.
And the third verse is going to double down and confirm that, brother. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 11 and 26. Right? That's going to confirm that.
Question though.
Go ahead.
I
what's
just,
your
I
question?
just need to know if any of these shops are open. Is anything open to you? now?
That's open, brother, right there. That
The guy smoking. The little
yeah,
opening
we're
right there.
right there between those 2 pillars. That's open till around 9 o'clock, 9:30. You got outlets in there and all of that.
I need to go in there real quick.
All right, brother, you got to come back and hear the words of the Lord, brother.
Oh, here's the last verse in the story.
He left his cigarette, so you know he'll be back.
Yeah, he left his prop.
Yeah, he left his prop in his cigarette.
What's that proper, man?
You know?
You know?
You're a firefighter.
Yeah. We can set, we can
Marshall
move to
Bill.
the side. Right? Got his props out here, man. Put the cigarette out, man. He put the cigarette out. Right? Hey, but that's serious. The Lord said, listen to what I'm about to tell you, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of you Christians, a lot of you people, man, you want God to talk to you, man.
Right.
God's talking to me, man.
Right.
My God spoke to me last night.
Right.
A lot of you women do that, man. You have this personal fantasy with God, man. My God told me so and so, man.
Right.
And you brothers, you take on that spirit, man. The Most High is not your own. He's not your personal God.
Right.
Right? The Most High doesn't just you, man. He's
Right.
the God of the Israelites, man.
Right.
Right? The Most High dealt with Ezra, Nehemiah,
Right.
Zerubbabel,
Right.
Haggai, Joshua, all at the same time, man.
See that?
Zerubbabel didn't just say that, hey, the Most High, he's my God. Haggai, here's how I want you to move things, man. And the Most High works through every single one of us, man.
Right.
The Most High is dealing with this brother, he's dealing with every single one of us, man. Differently and according to the grace that he has given us, man. Right? Read on, King, in Ezekiel.
Come. All that I say unto thee concerning all the ordinances of the house of the Lord.
You have to understand all the ordinances of the house of the Lord, man. Because we're building up the house of the Lord in the last days, man. We're laying out brick by brick. Yahweh himself is the chief cornerstone, man.
Right.
And we can't lay no other foundation.
Right.
Right? The beautiful thing about this is we don't have, if the Lord gave us our own decision on what we're going to use to build, we'll be in the same situation forever, man.
See that?
But the Lord gave us a tried cornerstone, man. You have the tools that the Most High gave you, man. You have everything at your disposal. All you got to do is come out and labor, man. You don't have to decide, do I want to build out of glass? Do I want to build out of this? Everything's already designed for you, man. Right? Read on, King.
And all the laws thereof.
And all the laws thereof. You have to know the ordinances of the house of the Lord and all the laws thereof. Right? Go back to Romans, where we left off, the 13th chapter, man. Right? And again, like we were saying, time is running out. And we was in Psalms 17 as well. Right? Let's go back to Psalm 17 where we left off first. Right? Psalms chapter 17. Time Let's get that. Job 20 and 19. Let's get that first. Then we'll go back to Psalm 17.
It's the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
Which he what?
Which he builded not.
How did he get this land, man? Like we were going into, man. The so-called white man, violent. And you can say, well, how do you know that's talking about the so-called white man? It doesn't say so-called white man in there. It doesn't say Esau in there, right? You're making that up. But we don't, the Most High didn't put white man in here, man.
Right.
He didn't say Frenchman.
Right.
Now, if he did, and it would have burnt his Bible.
Right.
They would have burnt this Bible ASAP, man.
Right.
White man, Caucasian man, German. So the Most High put this thing in code. This is what you call codified, man. Right? And we have to what they call it, there you go, the ability to decipher it, huh? Right? Read that. And Jake is known for doing things in code.
Con.
I mean, we're a people of code, huh? Right? Bring it up.
That's what Creole, Patois,
Yep.
these different dialects that Northern Kingdom speak that Spanish in.
Shizzle my knee.
Yeah.
See that?
Right, so Jake does think in code like that, man. Right? Even certain dances that Jake would do in the times of slavery was in code for martial arts, man.
Capoeira.
They are in Brazil, they would do that, man.
Even
right?
when they was braiding hair.
Right, that's
They
right.
would put codes and stuff.
Right, so they would do certain things. Our forefathers have always been in a spirit of scheming and righteousness and coding things, man. Right, bring that up.
Verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not savor that which he desired.
Right, so all of the resources that you stole, you're not going to be able to eat off of that, man. Right? Here you are trying to build up a society that's going to last 250 more years, 50 more years, 75 more years. I believe next year, the so-called white man, he's doing his bicentennial, right? Which is America being around for 250 plus years or so, man. So he's going to do his annual celebrations, and he's going to tell his children that you're going to inherit this land, and your son's going to inherit this land. The Most High said it ain't going to go down the way you think it's going to go down, man.
Right.
Right? You see this economy collapsing, man. You see all nations forsaking the dollar. Right? You see prices and inflation making things go damn astronomically high, man. You can't afford to live how you used to live, man. Things are high. There's a lot of food recalls. People are dying.
Right.
Planes are falling.
Right.
Firestorms are brewing.
Right.
Tornadoes are hitting.
Right.
Wars are kicking off. All hell is breaking loose in this earth, man.
Right.
So you're not going to have the ability to labor, to save that which you labor for. Read on, King.
Verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left.
What the Lord say?
There shall none of his meat be left.
Meaning you're not going to pass down the meat. The meat is what?
Riches.
Right, there you go, your wealth and your riches, man. You're not going to pass that down. Read. Go.
Therefore shall no man look for his goods.
Ain't nobody going to check on America and see, okay, well, let me go back there and see if there's some gold there.
Right.
You know, did I drop $1?
Right.
Okay, let me go up there and check out this business. It's over with, man.
Right.
That's what the Most High is saying. Nobody's going to look for your goods because all things are going to be taken away from you. Because what did you do? You took everything away from everybody else.
Right.
And you took everything away from Gad. You took everything away from Reuben. You took everything away from Judah. From all of the tribes, man.
Right.
You stole from all of the tribes, and your time is coming, man.
That's right.
Give me Psalm 17, where you left off.
Psalms chapter 17 and verse 10.
And you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you need to get your head out of the so-called white man's behind. Huh?
That's right.
Right? You need to take your head out of his behind, stop sniffing all up behind him,
Right.
chasing his damn heels,
Brown-nosing.
and brown nosing and repent, man.
Right. Right.
Trump ain't gonna do nothing for you, man. America ain't gonna do nothing for you. Harris wasn't going to do nothing for you.
Right.
All these are puppet kings set up by the Most High, man,
Right.
to further push this society to World War III, man. So read that.
Psalms 17 and 10. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly.
Read.
They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth.
See that? And they're trying to, only the Most High can set his eyes bowing down to the earth.
Right.
But that shows you the mind of the so-called white man. That he wants to, give me that in Isaiah chapter 14. Right, at 14, he wants to be like the Most High, man.
Right.
See that in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter.
Right.
Ezekiel, the 28th chapter.
Right.
Right, Revelation, the 18th chapter. Zephaniah, the 2nd chapter. Isaiah, the 47th chapter, man. Read that.
Isaiah 14 verse 14.
You know.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
I would do what?
I will be like the Most High.
Look at his planes, right? These are supposed to be his chariots, man.
See that?
Look at his cameras. These are supposed to be the angels, the eyes of the Lord that watch your goings, man.
Right.
Right? Everything that the so-called white man does is to pattern himself after the Most High.
Right.
They call it the what? The godlike complex. Or
Right.
God complex. Read on.
Come. Psalm 17 and 12. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places.
What is this double doing?
Lurking.
Young lion lurking in secret places.
And he's lurking in secret places, man. So you Northern Kingdom, man, the Most High's using you, man. As an example, you better get right, man.
Right.
You better get right and repent, man.
Right.
And come back to Yahweh Shemi Shai and stop damn trying to come up here and pick berries, man. In the moonlight, man. You better put your fringes on.
Right.
Grow your beard out, man.
Right.
And go out and teach your people, man.
Right.
Stop
Right.
acting like you don't know who Judah is,
Right.
man.
Right.
Benjamin and your brothers out here,
That's
man.
right.
Right? Read on, King.
Come.
Verse 13. Arise, O Lord. Disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Which is thy what?
Which is thy sword.
So what is that saying? It's saying that the so-called white man is a weapon used by the Most High.
Right.
Right.
He's a sharp weapon used by God. Right? And there's no power within himself to do the destruction. The Most High uses him for the destruction.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Verse 14. From men which are thy hand, O Lord. From men of the world.
From what?
From men of the world.
From men of the world. Read.
Which have their portion in this life.
And they have their portion in this life. Our portion is in the world to come.
Right.
Our portion is in the next life.
That's right.
This is
Oh,
their
really?
portion right here, man.
Right.
Right, to run this society, man. To come out boldly and make laws about how you're going to destroy the children of the Lord, man. How you're going to go into the land of Israel, man, and make it a place for jobs. And you told the Palestinians, you got what? How much time did they give them? I think they gave them like 2 months or so, man, to get out, man.
See that?
It said you got 2 months to get out. And he said you need to go to Spain or Portugal
Right, right.
and get the hell out because we coming through, man.
Right.
We coming through, ain't a damn thing you're going to do about it, man. So this is the pride of the so-called white man. And when he pushes himself into that land, that's going to stir up World War III, man.
God.
The Arabs ain't going for that, man.
Right.
Russia.
They're already dealing with you damn Israelis, man. You so-called Jews, right? They already got a bad taste in their mouth because you in that land, man. So when America gets in that land, it's over with, man. Right? Read on.
Come.
Which have their portion in this life.
Which after what?
Which have their portion in this life.
We don't have our portion in this life, man. We're struggling. We got to work.
Right.
We got bills.
Right.
We got mortgages. We got rent. We got expenses, man. You got all types of insurance policies. You on crack. You on dope. We don't have no portion, man. Read on.
In whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure.
Read.
They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
To their what?
To their babes.
Right, that's called generational wealth in the Bible. Man.
Right.
Right? This is slave land. Man. A lot of these houses, you see these Edomites living good, they ain't have to work, man.
Nah.
Stop thinking they're all doctors and they went to school, man.
Right.
Right? They just got a hand-me-down, man.
Right.
Oh, you made it back, brother.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go back to where we left off. Who are the Israelites?
God's chosen people.
Which are who?
Anyone from that bloodline?
There you go. Are you from that bloodline?
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's find out. All right, let's find out. Go back to Deuteronomy 11 and 26.
Deuteronomy 11 verse 26.
Bring it out.
Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
A what?
A blessing and a curse.
Which one you want, brother?
Blessing.
You want the blessing. Let's go on.
What?
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
Lord, just come to you.
If ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
That's how you get the blessing. If there's a stipulation. If you obey the commandments of the Lord your God. Read on.
Which I command you this day. And a curse.
And a what?
And
a curse.
So if you don't obey the commandments, our people are going to get the what? Read it again. And they what?
And a curse.
And
If you
a curse. If you do what? If you don't obey the command. There you
That's
go.
right, brother.
Read on.
if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God,
But what?
but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods, which ye have not known.
So the Most High's telling you, brother, you got two options. It ain't no door number 3.
Right.
It ain't no option number 5.
Right.
Ain't no audible package.
area.
You got one area, you got 2 areas. Right? One, you get the blessings, and you're obedient to the Most High. 2, you get the curses and you're disobedient. Now, if you look at our people today, brother, do you think our people got the blessings, or do you think our people received the curses?
Kind of like both.
Think we got both? Okay, let's find out. I'm gonna show you a curse, and I want you to tell me, did this happen to our people or not? Right? Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 16.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 16.
Right?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
Read.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Who's cursed in the cities? Who lived the worst in these cities throughout the world, throughout
Black
America?
people.
Who?
Black people.
No, not black people. We're not black people.
Israelites.
The Israelites.
That's right, brother.
Right? It's a Chinese man cursed in the city. Is he on crack, dope, heroin, food stamps, at the bus stop 3 in the morning, shootouts, shooting dice, pants sagging? No, brother. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and what else?
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
In the what?
In the field.
In the what?
In the field.
In the field.
Right.
Who's cursed in the field?
Israelites.
The Israelites. What does that mean, brother, to be cursed in the field? What does that remind you of?
Slavery.
Slavery.
See that?
You know why it reminds you of slavery? Because you're an Israelite.
Right.
But if I was talking to a man from France and I read Curse in the Field, he's not going to think about slavery because his people never went through slavery.
Right.
He's going to point to you. That's that guy. He went through that, right? So these curses happened to the Israelites, which shows that we never kept the commandments. Otherwise, we would have got the blessings.
Right.
But you see how the state of our people, brother, the poverty, the being disenfranchised, the oppression is a direct result of breaking the commandments of God.
Right.
It has nothing to do with intelligence. It has nothing to do with coming together, black banks and marching. It has everything to do with breaking the commandments of God. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 29. So these are the curses that befell the Israelites for breaking the commandments. And you're going through these things right now, brother. Read 29.
Verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
You ever see a blind man walk without his stick? How does he walk? He walks like this, right? What does he look? Why is he walking like this? What is he looking for?
He's looking for something to touch.
Right. To what? Just to touch?
Not to make his way.
Right. To guide him.
Guide him.
To support him so he doesn't fall.
Right.
Our people, and what he's looking for is something to uphold him, for strength, brother. So our people are like blind people walking at noonday, brother. Walking in the heat of affliction, looking for anything to uphold them and guide them. That's why our people are into every religion. We're the only people into every religion, every denomination of Christianity. You might be a Nuwapian, or a Christian, or a Muslim, or a 5%er, or a Black Panther, or a new Black Panther, or the part of the Green Party, or whatever, brother.
Right.
But all the Chinese men, and they are the Chinese men.
Right.
Right? And they'll build that building in 3 days, brother. And they'll be in Towson, they'll go to Johns Hopkins, and they get their degree. Right? But our people are scattered abroad. Right? Read on.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
Hold on, read that again.
And
thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
The Most High said that we're not going to prosper. So if you ever look at why we don't have what the other nations have, whether it's business, money, enterprise, fame, fortune, wealth, land, currency, it's not a coincidence that we don't have these things. The Most High said we're not going to prosper in our ways. Read on.
And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore.
So we're only going to be oppressed. Aren't we oppressed as a people? Nobody else is oppressed but us, brother.
Right.
We're the only people inside this land, and we can't go nowhere, right? And you wouldn't even know where to go if you had a golden ticket to leave. You wouldn't know what city to go to, brother. If they gave you one opportunity, right, all expenses paid, to go back to your homeland, what city would you pick? You wouldn't know, brother. We'd be all scattered abroad, brother.
Right.
He might go to England. He might want to go to Tijuana.
See that?
I might want to go to the Dominican Republic, right? This brother might want to go to Puerto Rico. He might want to go to Singapore. We'll be all over the place, brother. But if you gave the Chinese man one opportunity to go home, where do you think he going? He going to China, right? He know where he from.
Right.
Shanghai, Beijing, they know where they from, brother. So these are the curses that happen to our people for disobedience. Here's one more. Go to verse 68.
Verse 68.
Right?
And the Lord.
No, and man.
And
the Lord.
Everything we're reading has been caused by the Lord. Everything in your life, brother, has been ordained by the Lord.
Right.
Whose name is Yahweh. That's right. And the Lord
Shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now that's the heaviest curse right here. Read that one more time.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
We're going to be brought back into Egypt again. Now,
Okay.
are you familiar with the Bible, brother? Like Genesis, Exodus, you know about Moses, Pharaoh? What the Israelites doing with Pharaoh in Egypt?
Pharaoh was the king, right?
Yeah, he was
Egypt, building land,
They were building cities and pyramids.
gathering resources.
As what? What were they? What was their title or occupation that was forced on them? They were slaves.
Oh, slaves.
They
Yeah.
were slaves. Read that. Judith.
Judith chapter 5 and verse 11.
This proves that, brother. This proves that.
Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them.
No, he was for.
Rose up against them.
Read.
And dealt subtly with them.
So this society, back in Egypt 4,000 years ago, they dealt subtly with us, meaning they tried to outwit us and smart us. Right? Go on. Said what?
Egyptians.
Right, the Egyptians. They did this. Read on.
And brought them low
And the Egyptians brought us low
with laboring in brick and made them slaves.
and made them what?
And made them slaves.
So we were slaves in Egypt. Now, Moses said, let my people go. You heard that before. Give me Exodus 5 and 1. Right? We got freed out of Egypt. Right? We went into the wilderness. We received laws and statutes and commandments. Right? And then what? Read that.
Exodus 5 verse 1.
Bring it up.
And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, let my people go.
What did he say?
Let my people go.
Let my people go. So eventually, brother, after 10 plagues, the Lord put the spirit on Pharaoh to let us go.
Right.
And we got freed out of Egypt. You heard of the Red Sea being parted?
Yeah.
Give me Exodus 14 and 16. Now, everybody, most people, brother, even the average Joe, they've heard of that story. Count, rather. Right? But nobody really understands that that was for us. They just say it was for Christians and believers. No, that was for a race of people. The Lord destroyed an entire kingdom to deliver a nation of people.
Yeah.
Right? That's what the Bible says.
Right.
Read that.
Exodus 14 and 16. But lift thou up thy rod and stretch out thy hand over the sea.
So, hand me that staff. So this old Pharaoh, right, at the Red Sea, he said, lift up your hand and your rod, go on, or your hand, read.
And divide it.
And do what?
And divide it.
So he would smite the waters, and the waters would be divided. Right? Go on, a wall on the left and a wall on the right.
And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea.
Through the midst of the sea. So after we got delivered out of Egypt, the Lord gave us commandments, right? And that's what we read. If you keep the commandments, you'll be what? Blessed. If you break them, you'll be what? Cursed.
Yeah.
Now, what were we doing in Egypt? We were slaves.
That's right.
Now go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. This is after we went through the Red Sea. After we left Egypt, here's the punishment for breaking the commandments. Read it from the top.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68.
Bring it up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
One of the curses is you're going to have to go back into Egypt again. Meaning back into what again? There you go.
Right.
Back into slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
What people went into slavery on ships? Who was on slave ships?
People in the ships were colonizers, and
Right.
in the ships were slaves.
Or slaves, which were what nation?
Israelites.
The Israelites.
Straight
Right.
up.
So our forefathers that landed here, pull up Baltimore slave hut. This was a slave port, brother.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, it was.
Baltimore Inner Harbor. You got Locust Point right over there, where they would build the ships. You got Fells Point right across the water over there, brother.
You know what I'm confused about? When did the commandments first get broken, and when did Israelites first get cursed?
That's an excellent question.
Yes.
Now it happened as soon as we left Egypt.
But weren't they? You said we were already slaves in Egypt, or no?
Right. So we were slaves in Egypt, right? Then the laws and statutes and commandments. Give me some record.
Oh, that's when I actually got the commandments.
Right.
Israelites-
We got the commandments after we got freed out of Egypt. All right. First, give me Sirach 45 and 17 first.
Sirach 45 and verse 17.
Bring it up.
He gave him his commandments.
He did what?
He
gave unto him his
The
commandments.
Lord gave Moses, Aaron the commandments. Read.
And authority in the statutes of judgments, that he should teach Jacob the testimonies and inform Israel in his laws.
So all in the Bible, they were only given to the Israelites. When you talk about the 10 commandments, thou shalt not kill, etc., thou shalt not murder, right? All of these commandments were only given to the Israelites. They weren't given to everybody on the earth, because everybody on the earth, they already had their own.
Yeah.
They had their own government. So these laws were given to us immediately. I'll use that word immediately after we left Egypt, right? And we began to break those commandments
As soon as they got them,
as soon as we got them.
Right.
we start building golden calves, brother.
Right.
Get Exodus 32 and 32, right? Actually, read, start at 24, right? So, would you worship a golden cow, brother? How crazy does that sound? So I'm gonna make this my God. Read that.
Exodus 32 and 24. And I said unto them, whosoever have any gold,
Whosoever, this is what happened when we left after we got the commandments. Whosoever have any gold,
let them break it off.
right?
So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and they came out this calf.
And they're what?
And they came out this calf.
And that's not really what happened, brother. He didn't cast the gold into the fire and a calf popped out. Aaron made a golden calf.
Right.
He's trying to save face. So Aaron, and with the legion of demons in Israel, they made 2 golden calves and said, behold, Israel, these be thy gods, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Right? So they started fornicating, having a feast and a party in the name of Baal.
Right.
That is the God that they exalted. That's when we left Egypt. And that's when the curses started to kick in.
That's when.
Right.
So how as like as Israelites do we come back to what it once were, blessed?
Right. That's an excellent
So if
question.
we're cursed now, how do we become blessed again?
That's an absolutely good question. Right? But first, I got to finish that verse, right? Because we cut off on slave ports. Right? Read that.
God. It says Baltimore, Maryland was a slave city. That played a role in the slave trade in the 19th century.
Right?
The city's slave trade grew after it was incorporated in the late 18th century.
Right?
It says factors that contributed to the slave trade in Baltimore. It says the cotton gin,
The cotton.
outlawing importation,
Right?
the Second Middle Passage.
Right?
Baltimore was a way station for the Underground Railroad.
So it shows that everything about Baltimore, even this in the harbor, was about slavery, brother.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Lord said he would bring us into Egypt again with ships. Read on in Deuteronomy 28. Right? We'll be brought into this society on ships. Read on.
The way whereof I spake unto thee,
The way it's written,
thou shalt see it no more
you
again.
will never see homeland again.
Right.
That's what God said. Read on.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Read that again.
And there you sold unto your enemies.
Read that one more time.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Once you get off that ship, they're gonna throw you. If you watch the movie Goodbye, Uncle Tom, right? You watch that movie, brother. Right? You haven't watched it? You should check it out. Now you watch that movie. It was a film directed by Italians, right? And they give you the unadulterated truth about what happened in slavery. And that still didn't even cover 90% of what happened.
No.
But they show you these slave ships would dock. They'll put you on the ladder. They'll slide you down into a pool of lye and other chemicals, brother. And then they'll get you out and they'll shave your head, right? They'll unplug you, brother. They'll beat pork into you, and then they'll put you on an auction block if you made it.
Right.
But if you had like fleas or lice or
Or too
all
weak
these
to walk
diseases,
or anything, they'll just kill you.
yeah, they'll just hit you upside the head and throw you in the water. Right? So the Lord said you'll be sold to your enemies. For what?
For bondmen
Slave men,
and bondwomen,
right?
and no man shall buy you.
No man's going to buy you, meaning no man, no Israelite man is going to redeem you. And nobody redeemed us out of slavery. You had rebellions, brother, hundreds of rebellions.
Right.
Some not even documented, right?
Right.
And you had men that we know of today. It just so happens February is a month of what they call Black History Month. And we learned about the same 5 rotations, same starting 5. Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King,
Right.
Booker T. Washington.
Right.
No, they don't do Malcolm X. Sojourner Truth. Right, and there you go, and he come off the bench, George Washington Carver.
Right.
Right, the 6th man of wickedness. Right, now, brother, those are the 5 people they give you, but we have a history that predates slavery.
Right.
Now you asked the question, you said, well, how do we get back to the blessings, or how do we get back to break these curses? Well, I got a follow-up question with you. Why did the curses happen to us?
Because we broke commandments.
There you go, we broke the commandments, so what should we do?
Follow the commandments.
We gotta follow the commandments. That's what it comes down to, brother. It's as simple as that.
I get that, but would the whole Israel as a whole have to all follow the commandments, or just like what would like will all Israels have to do that, or just like some? What if some do, some don't?
Right.
what would happen?
Give me Philippians chapter 2 and 12. Right. Give me Philippians 2 and 12. Now, brother, I'm gonna tell you something. Give me first Sirach 46 and 1. You know the Lord delivered everybody out of Egypt. Do you think and why did the Lord deliver us? To bring us into the promised land. Now, everybody didn't make it to the promised land. Right? The people that came out of Egypt, brother, that went through the Red Sea and saw the wonderful works of the Most High, over 600,000 men that came out on foot, brother, only 2 of them made it, right, of that generation. That was Caleb and Joshua.
That's right.
And you had a following generation which didn't know the Lord. Now, same thing is going to be in this land, brother, in this society. Everybody's not going to come back to the Most High. Some brothers are going to keep smoking that cigarette, man.
Right.
They might even blow the cigarette in our face and say, F your God, man.
Right.
We've seen plenty of things, man.
Right.
Some people are going to continually break the commandments, man.
Right.
People don't fear the Lord. People are
Right.
going to do what they want to do, right? But I'm going to show you something. Give me Sirach 46 and 1.
Sirach chapter 46 and verse 1. Jesus, the son of Nain,
Right, so this is Joshua, the son of Nun. Right, go on.
was valiant in the wars,
Right, he took down the nations. Read.
and was the successor of Moses in
When
prophecies.
Moses gave up the goats, Joshua was set up, right, to deliver Israel into the promised land. Go on.
Who, according to his name, was made great for the saving of the elect of
No,
God.
he saved everybody.
The saving of the elect of
He
God.
saved all of Israel.
Saving of the elect of God.
Here's a people, brother, called the elect of God. Right? Give me Romans 11 and 7. So the elect are a chosen people that the Most High is going to wake up in the last days.
Right.
He's not going to wake up everybody. He's going to wake up the elect. And everybody else, they're going to be left in darkness.
Right.
The Most High is choosing the elect. And everybody has an opportunity. What's going on, brother?
I have a good wonderful night.
Right?
So I have one.
All right, brother. You too, brother.
Uh-huh.
So everybody has an opportunity to hear the word to the Lord in the last days. But if you're not the elect, you're going to keep smoking that cigarette.
Right.
You're going to keep committing adultery.
Right.
Right? You might be a transsexual. Right? You might break the Sabbath day. Right? You might profane God. You might serve other idols. But the elect, what they're going to do is there's a spirit that's going to work on them, brother. And in Isaiah 30, it tells you, brother, that, give me Isaiah 30 and 20 real quick, that the Spirit is going to tell them that the scriptures is the truth. And the Holy Spirit is going to work with them and open up their minds. Because there's another prophecy that says that those same elect people, brother, are going to wake back up in these last days. Everything is prophecy. Everything you see going on in the earth, brother, every war, every disease, every action, every natural disaster, we can find it in the Bible. Now read that real quick. Read that.
Isaiah 30 verse 20.
Right?
And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity,
What is slavery?
the bread of adversity,
What is oppression?
the bread of adversity,
Right, we eat adversity, brother. Though the Lord give you the bread of adversity,
and the water of affliction.
right, we drink police brutality. We drink systemic racism.
Right.
Right, we drink the industrial prison complex. We eat and drink oppression. Though we eat and drink oppression, read on.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
So the Lord is still going to give you a way to understand the words of the Lord. He said your teachers are still going to be there. Read.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers,
Your eyes are going to see your teachers. Go on.
and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way.
What the Lord say?
This is the way.
Cigarettes.
This is the way.
Weed smoke.
This is the way.
Homosexuality.
This is the way.
Islam.
This is the way.
Christianity.
This is the way.
The elect are going to hear a voice, a spirit working in their mind, letting them know that this is the way.
Right.
Your spirit is going to bear witness with the spirit of the Most High that you would be a child of the Lord.
Right.
This is the way.
Walk ye in it.
Read.
When ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left.
Everything is spiritual, brother. Right? We could teach you all night, brother, or for 5 minutes. But it's up to the Most High to wake you up, brother.
Right.
To work on your mind and give you the spirit. So to answer your question, everybody's not going to repent. Only the elect are going to repent.
Right.
Now I'm going to show you one more verse in that. Just to touch on that question. Romans 11 and 7.
Romans chapter 11 and verse number 7. Bring it out. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for.
Hold on, read that again.
What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for.
Our people are seeking for the answers. We're seeking for the truth. Right? Like the brother said, daily. Staying up all night. You're on the internet. You're on conspiracy theories. You're traveling to strange countries. You open up many books. What? Our people, have we not obtained that which we seek it for? Read on.
But the election hath obtained it,
And what?
and the rest were blinded.
And the what?
And the rest were blinded.
Only the elect are going to get it. Everybody else is going to be blinded.
So the people who fall off the path and are blinded, they can't become elect no more. They can't be. They can't hear the path anymore.
Now, they weren't set up to hear the path, brother, or to be on that path.
So, would you consider you elect?
No, I don't know if I'm the elect or not.
Right.
You don't know?
No, I don't know if you're the elect. I don't know if this brother's the elect. Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 12. We don't know that, brother.
Right.
But the Lord said in 2 Peter 1 and 10, be diligent to make your calling and election sure. Right? So we know we have men that we know in the Bible are the elect. Like Peter, he's the elect.
Right.
Right? Paul, he's the elect.
Right.
Moses is the elect. We studied the works and the actions that these men have done, and we imitate and pattern ourselves after the works that they have done. Right. And that's what we do, brother. Every day through the spirit and mercy of the Most High, you know, if the Lord has mercy on us, he puts a spirit on us to pattern ourselves after the works of these men.
Right.
Right? So read that.
2 Corinthians 10 verse 12. For we dare not make ourselves of the number.
So we dare not, brother. Right. I would be proud and foolish. It would be wicked to say, I know I'm not elect. Right? Because I wouldn't know that. I'm not the Most High. Right? We dare what?
For we dare not make ourselves of the number.
Read.
Or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves.
Right, we don't commend ourselves. We don't go home from camp and say, hey, good job, Naquan. Right? Give yourself a nice hug in the mirror. Right? We don't do that. We don't commend ourselves. Read.
But they, measuring themselves by themselves,
Are what?
and comparing themselves among themselves, are not wise.
Are what?
Are not wise.
It's not wise to measure yourself by yourself, because who are you?
Right.
And what are your thoughts, brother?
Right.
Everybody think they're good at something, brother. Till somebody come up and show them somebody better. Right? So you might think that you're the elect, but the Lord got another brother that's going to be the elect.
Right.
I have another question.
Okay, what's your question?
What happens to Israelites who are forsaken? That would follow the path of Christianity, or become a homosexual, or smoke weed. Could they, if they go on that path, could they come back on the other path, and it would be fine for them, or no?
I'm gonna answer that. Give me Job 33 and give me verse number 12. Right, that's a good question too. Give me Job 33 and 12.
Job chapter 33 and verse number 12.
Bring it out.
Behold, in this thou art not just. I will answer thee that God is greater than man.
Read.
Why dost thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any of his matters.
Right, so the Most High doesn't have to give an explanation for what he does in the earth. Right? A lot of people ask God, well, why would you do this? Why did you take my son away? Why did you give me this? The Most High doesn't have to answer you. He doesn't have to give a breakdown about the actions that he does in the land of the living. Read on.
For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
So the Most High can talk to you once. You might not think the Most High is talking to you, because sometimes the people are waiting for a voice to come out the sky, right, and say, oh brother, what's your name, King, again? Ryan. Oh Ryan. You say, here I am, right? Some people are waiting for that, brother. But the Most High can talk to you through this brother. Right? Hey, brother, you shouldn't go down that way, brother. Something ain't right down there, brother. Right? Something ain't right. You say, oh, well, what does that brother know, right?
Right.
Then you run across another brother kind of sitting down, hey, man, maybe you shouldn't go down that path. Right? You say, well, that's a coinkydink.
Right.
What a coinkydink. And you clip your heels 3 times and you keep going down that path, brother. Then the third man says, you know what, man? Don't go that way. Right? And you just keep it moving. You might think that those are 3 men talking to you. That's the Most High talking to you.
Right.
Through those men. The Most High, he'll speak once, he'll speak twice, but man won't perceive it. Right? Read on.
Verse 15, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction.
And does what?
And sealeth their instruction.
Since man may not get it, the Most High is going to make them get it. So he's going to open up their mind, right? And program them, for lack of better terms, to repent and get right. That's what we about to read. Go on.
That he may withdraw man from his purpose.
Hold on. That he may what?
That he may withdraw man from his purpose.
And do what?
And hide pride from man.
So what the Most High is going to do, brother, to your point or to your question, if you're the elect and you were in darkness, because all the elect in these last days, they were in darkness. Right. The Most High is going to withdraw you from your purpose. You might have had plans that you wanted to do in life, brother. You might have wanted to be an entrepreneur and be on the top Forbes 500. Yeah. You might have wanted to be a rapper, brother, and receive your award in the Grammys. Right. You might have wanted to be an athlete, brother, and be the #1 draft pick. Maybe you wanted a bunch of women. Maybe you wanted a bunch of weed. I don't know, brother. But whatever your purpose was in your enterprise, if you're the elect, the Most High is going to withdraw you from that.
Right.
From your purpose to do his purpose.
Right.
From your will to do his will.
Right.
Read on.
He keepeth back his soul from the pit.
Right.
And his life from perishing by the sword.
No, hold on. Read that again.
He keepeth back his soul from the pit.
So man doesn't make himself stay alive. Right? The Most High keeps you alive. Because your purpose, brother, that you might have been doing was going to get you killed, man. How many people wanted to be a rapper and they ended up dead? How many people wanted to succeed in certain things, but the Most High took it away from them? So the Most High, he has to take you away from your purpose and keep you alive. Because the path you was born was the way of death. Right? Read on.
And his life from perishing by the sword.
Read.
He is chastened also with the pain upon his bed.
Read.
And the multitude of his bones with strong pain.
Right.
So that his life abhors bread and his soul dainty meat.
So you ever see those commercials that they used to show back in the day, brother? I know you're 18, but they used to show those Africans somewhere in Kenya, and they say only 10 cents a day. You ever see those things? How them Africans, you see they bones sticking out, right? They got big bellies, they swatting flies, and they talking a lot of stuff, brother, right? That's what them Africans are doing. Now, when you see how their body looks, they're going through a famine. What God is saying is our people are going through a famine. But the famine that we're going through is not physical, but it's spiritual. So if you looked in the mirror, you might see yourself spiritually, and you're starving right now, brother. Your bones are sticking out, right? Because you're dying because you don't have the true bread and the food to feed your spirit. That makes sense? That's what the Most High is saying. Read on.
Verse 21. His flesh is consumed away,
right?
That it cannot be seen.
And what?
And his bones that were not seen stick out.
Stick what?
Stick out.
So now people are going through a famine. Everybody, brother, before they're called into the truth, this was them. Right? They were starving. They were dying. They were without hope. They were like, that's the spirit. They were destitute. And they were walking their way to death. The Most High said, no. I chose this man from the foundation of the world. I'm going to tell this man he's going to hear the words of the Lord. Right? Read on. It's a little bit more than that.
Verse 22. Yea, his soul draweth near unto the grave,
right?
And his life to the destroyers.
Read.
If there be a messenger with him, an interpreter.
And what?
An interpreter, one among 1,000, to show unto man his uprightness.
So, guess what? That brother that was on his way to death, the Most High said he's going to give that man a messenger and an interpreter. When you interpret something, what does that mean?
You're like speaking through a channel. Like you're translating.
There you go. You're translating. You're breaking something down, right? You're giving a sense to something. So a man that's dying, the Most High is going to give him a messenger. He's going to give him an interpreter. The interpreter is a man that breaks the scriptures down, right? And provides the sense from A to Z, from the end or from the beginning to the end, right? Go on. And that man, his job is to show man how to be upright. Because the world isn't going to show you how to be upright, brother. They're going to show you how to be what? Down on the down low, brother. They're going to show you how to die. They teach you how to die. Right? This society literally teaches you how to die. How to get into gun violence, gang banging, murder, DMT, ecstasy, what's that? They got trank now, pill popping. All of these things, this society teaches you how to die. The Most High is going to give you brothers that show you how to live. Right? That's what he's saying. Read on.
Verse 24. then he is gracious unto him.
What is the Most High?
Then he is gracious unto him.
If that man listens to the interpreter, the Most High is going to be gracious to that man. Read.
And saith, deliver him from going down to the pit.
The Lord say to us,
Deliver him from going down to the pit.
read that again.
Deliver him from going down to the pit.
So the Lord told us to deliver you, brother, from going down to the pit. Because you on your way to death. You ain't put that cigarette out. If the Most High didn't put the spirit in you to hear the words of the Lord and find out how great you are, who you are, you would have been walking down to death.
Right.
But the Most High is the author of this conversation.
Right.
Right? Man's goings are of the Lord, brother. So the Lord put it on our spirit. We didn't even know this was going to happen.
Right.
To deliver you from going down to the pit. Read.
I have found a ransom.
I have found the ransom. Right? A ransom is what?
What type of payment?
There you go. Right. It's a type of payment. Right? In exchange for someone, chiefly somebody's life.
Yeah.
Right? Go on.
His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth.
So if that man hears the words of the Lord, remember bones were sticking out. He was going through a famine. But if he eats the words of the Lord,
Right.
he gets healthy again. And his flesh becomes fresher than a child. And he's born again through the Spirit. Read. Rejuvenated. The word rejuvenate, like you got the word juvenile, right? Juvenile means youth. So when you're rejuvenated, you're returned back to the days of your youth.
Right.
That's literally what the word means. Right? Go on. You're born again. Read.
He shall return to the days of his youth.
Read.
He shall pray unto God.
What is he going to do?
He shall pray unto
The
God.
man that hears the words of the Lord, now he's going to pray to the Most High. Go on.
And he will be favorable unto him.
The Lord's going to show that man favor. Read.
And he shall see his face with joy.
Right?
For he will render unto man his righteousness.
Go on.
He looketh upon men.
Here's the point. The Most High looks upon men.
And if any say, I have sinned.
I have what?
I have sinned. And perverted that which was right. And it profited me not. He will deliver his soul from going into the pit. And his life shall see the light.
So if there was a man walking into darkness, if there was a man leading himself to destruction, what the Most High is going to do is he's going to put the spirit in that man to repent. Right? Read that again, 3:27 again.
He looketh upon men.
The Lord looks upon man, the Israelite man, right? Men like you and I, right? That are bound by these curses. Read.
And if any say, I have sinned.
If any man is walking in darkness, if he says, I have sinned, I have broken the commandments of the Lord. Read.
And perverted that which was right.
And our people pervert that which is right. Read.
And it profited me not.
Because what? To profit means to gain, right? What do we gain out of breaking the commandments of the Lord, brother? What have we gained in America for the last 500 plus years as a nation of people? We still got knees in our neck, right? We're still oppressed. We're still selling our soul, right? We're still under the curses. We're bound up by sorcery, brother. Our people we're lost.
Right.
We're lost as a people, brother.
Right.
Right? Read on. And it profited me not.
He will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light.
If you repent, brother, the men that were walking in darkness, who were, when you say cast away and things of that nature, all they got to do is repent and come back to the Most High, and they're going to see light. The Most High is going to take them out of darkness,
Right.
and bring them into light. Read on. It's a little bit more than that.
Lo, all these things worketh God oftentimes with man.
And this is beautiful right here. Right. The Lord said, "Lo" means look.
Look.
Look, brother, understand, right? The Lord said, every day a brother's repenting, brother. Every day a man is coming into this knowledge. Every day the elect are waking up. Every day we're coming out of darkness. Every day you got a brother putting a cigarette down like you, man.
Right.
Every day somebody putting the weed down.
Right.
Every day somebody's picking up the Bible.
Right.
Every day somebody's going on a fast.
Right.
The Lord said this happens every time, brother. Right? Lo, read that again.
Lo, all these things worketh God oftentimes with man.
So all these things, meaning man that sins, he's about to die. The Lord calls that man to repent. That man repents and he comes into the truth. This happens all the time, brother. Read.
To bring back his soul from the pit.
What's the resurrection?
To bring back his soul from the pit.
Read.
To enlighten with the light of the living.
To enlighten you with the light of the living, brother. So this is the answer to your question. Men that walked in darkness, men that were forsaking the word that you used, all those men have to do is repent, brother. Right! Come back to the Most High. Repentance is acknowledging your sin, and now you begin to keep the commandments of the Lord, brother. And again, I had this precept, Philippians 2 and 12, because you asked about everybody else.
Yeah.
Now listen to this real quick, Philippians 2 and 12. Right, here's what the Lord said.
Philippians 2, verse 12.
Bring it out!
Therefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation.
What the Lord say?
Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
So you gotta work out your own salvation, brother. Right? What does that mean, work out your own salvation? When you go to the gym, what are you focused on?
Body, mind.
His body and mind?
My body.
There
mind.
you go, brother. So even people that carnally work out, they invest in their own health, brother.
You're right. And I'll destroy the cigarette.
There you go, brother. Destroy that cigarette, brother.
I'll acknowledge my sins, but I don't think I'll repent today. But I'll destroy this. I'll start by destroying this.
Okay, well, brother, that's a good start, brother. That's a good thing. Get a brother a hand at least for the
Come!
That's a good thing. But hey, brother, hold on, brother. We got this. Right? You can throw it over there, brother. Throw it in the water or whatever. But brother, what you did, brother, is repentance.
Right!
Like that, you did repent, brother.
Right!
That's a sign of repentance. Breaking that down is a sign of repentance, brother. Now, what you have to do next is verbally repent to the Most High. You don't got to do it, brother. That's between you and the Most High.
That's right.
Right? You go home, wherever you dwell at, brother, and you acknowledge it to the Most High. Now, in order to acknowledge your sin, you got to know the commandments. Right? Because what are you going to repent from? How do you know that you did wrong? The right is. So there are commandments that you got to read, brother, to say, you know what, man, let me make sure I'm being obedient to the Most High as an Israelite and keeping the commandments. Here I read that we went into slavery on ships. We're cursed in the city. All because we broke the commandments. Let me read the commandments. There's more than 10. There's over 600.
And all the commandments are in the book.
They all
Is
in the
that
Bible.
Quran?
No, this is the Bible.
That's the Bible?
Yeah, we're reading the Bible.
But not the Christian Bible?
This is the regular. There's no such thing.
Right.
This is the Bible, brother.
Holy Bible.
Right? And the brother actually has books. Hand me that 1611, the black one right there. The brother actually has the books that the Protestant church took out of the Bible. Right? So your regular Bible, I'm just using that word, it has 66 books. Right? 36, 29, etc., brother. Now, when you read the Apocrypha, you got your additional books, brother. Right? You have First Esdras, you got Second Esdras. You got all of these books that they take out of your regular Bible, brother. Right? So you got to get, chiefly, you want to get you a 1611 edition. Or you can get the Apocrypha. Somebody show them the Apocrypha. Right? That's the Apocrypha, brother. Right? And the word Apocrypha essentially means hidden text. Right? So they took these books out of the regular Bible. Remember the verse we read about the other nations being spittle and nothing? That's in the Apocrypha. It's not in the regular Bible. Because if it was in the regular Bible, there would be no churches. Right? Because everybody would know what God really feels about them. So they took verses out of the Bible that they could put a facade on who the Most High really is. Right? That's right. And it's the Apocrypha, brother. These are all of the books. It says the books called Apocrypha. First Esdras, Second Esdras, Tobit, Judah, the editions of Esther, Baruch, the Epistle of Jeremiah, the Song of the Three Holy Children, the History of Susanna, the Bell and the Dragon, the Prayer of Manasseh, First Maccabees and Second Maccabees. And then you got the New Testament. Right? And when you read the Apocrypha, it tells you that the so-called white man would whitewash all of the images. Like that image. Put that around. You know what? Who's that?
Jesus Christ?
Jesus Christ. Is that what he looks like according to the Bible?
I mean, I wouldn't think he would look like that.
Why not? I mean, that's what they showed. I mean, I saw when he was on Passion of the Christ. Yeah. 10 Commandments, brother. You know,
Well, he's supposed to be from Israel, but he's like a white man.
He's like a white. Who made him a white man?
Well, white man.
Why would they make him a white man?
To force an image upon everyone else.
So what are they trying to hide?
That white people aren't like, on top.
Okay, that's one. We getting there. If in the Bible,
They also want to push the Israelites back, make them not their own religion.
Right, there you go, in a sense, brother. There you go.
That's right, brother.
They don't want you to know that you're in the Bible.
Right.
They just want you to think you're just a rapper, a basketball player, and a gangster, and a comedian, and an African American.
Right.
That's all you have to be in America. But if you find out that you are an Israelite according to the Bible, all hell is going to break loose.
Right.
Because you're going to stop smoking cigarettes.
Right.
You're going to stop hating me.
Right.
You're going to understand there you had that, brother. They want you to be a slave, be docile, pacified, be a bad wench, be a cigarette smoker, and just destroy your whole body, brother. Now, before you leave, I'm going to read that, because I know you're about to leave. Give me Revelation 1 and 14.
Right now.
Okay.
What is this book is called 611?
1611.
1611 version.
Yeah, 1611. KJV. All right.
I'm gonna go home. 1611 KGB.
It's the date.
It's the year 1611.
year 1611. Right.
1611.
Okay. I'll look that up. And the Bible, 1611 KGB Holy Bible.
Yeah, you'll find it. You'll find it with that, brother. You just type in 1611. KJV.
I'll read a bit for sure.
Right.
Very interesting.
Right. You're an Israelite, brother.
Right.
God's
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to learn more.
Right,
But
right.
and I will.
Most High willing, brother.
Thank you.
All praise to the Most High. You got a flyer?
Yeah, I'll take a flyer.
All right, and you can, brother,
Thank
you got
you, God.
YouTube there, social media. We got a school, brother, right? That we go. It's right up the street where
Right.
we learn every Sabbath day, brother.
Right.
Right. So we out here every Friday too, brother. So questions? You want to come out? Just stand, hear the words of the Lord. We out here all the time, every Friday and Saturday.
I'm going
Okay.
out.
Thanks for your time.
All praise.
All praise,
to the
brother.
Most High.
We out here.
All praise to the Most High. Nice coming to you, man. He remind me of my brother.
Yeah.
Right? All praise to the Most High.
All right, good.
Right. Hey, y'all come Lord, family.
2 minutes.
Y'all don't love God?
We do love God.
Let's hear a word.
Hear the word.
Y'all recording this stuff?
Right? Well, the Lord is recording.
Right.
All of the
Jehovah's recording.
All of the angels are recording. Right? All angels are recording everything. You don't go before the so-called white man, these homosexuals, and tell them that, you're recording. Huh?
Right.
These damn freaks out here, man.
Right.
The days get burnt up, man.
Right. Showed up at
Right?
once, too.
Oh, stoned. Hey, we were stoning them in the ancient world. Man.
Right.
I would have stoned somebody.
Right.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Stoned somebody.
Yeah.
See, a lot of brothers say, I don't want to do that. I couldn't do that. Hey, look, man, I stoned him.
That's right.
Because even if you kind of discouraged, you might see that first stone there. I can do that, man.
Right.
That brother, he kind of, boom!
Right.
He wind that thing up, man.
Become a
The
competition.
Satchel Paige, man. And he kind of thought you saw Satchel Paige highlights, man. Right? Doing, hey, brother, they was going crazy with that stone, man. And they were strong back then.
Right.
And they were fast, they were healthier. Their vision was better. Their ears was balanced, and that hit you right here, man.
Right.
You read about Benjamin, it said they can catch hairbreadth in the book of Judges, I believe around the 19th chapter, 20th chapter or so, huh? So if you got stoned in the ancient world, it wasn't no, dunking and and Jake always do this.
Right.
Get up between them. It wasn't happening, man.
Right.
No spin move, it wasn't no Saquon Barkley backwards hurdle. No, man, you was getting knocked out, man.
Right.
You was getting stoned, man. And that judgment is coming to Babylon. It's going to get stoned.
Right.
Give me Revelation chapter 16, right? And give me verse number 17. Precept. Okay, that's all right. Bring that out.
Revelation chapter 16 and verse 17.
He had a beautiful spirit,
Right.
Spirit on him, and he asked good questions,
Right.
and they were sincere questions.
Sincere,
They were sincere questions. Those were questions with purpose.
Right.
Question that you ask when you want to change.
Right.
Yeah, and he's actually listening to the answers. Not the scoff we get on a damn weekly basis.
Right.
Who wrote that book?
Right.
King James.
Right.
You know?
He literally asked and wanted to know.
Right. He wanted to know, man. Most High willing, he come back out here, man, and hear the words of the Lord, man. Man, that'd be beautiful, man. So read that, King.
Revelation chapter 16 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna get a few more and I'm gonna pass.
And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air, and there came a great voice out of the temple from the throne, saying, "It is done."
It is what?
It is done.
It is what?
It's done.
In this society, it's done, man. It's done, man. I mean, what more do you want, man? What more does the Most High have to show you, man? What more does Yahweh show you, man? Give me Luke 12 and 54, man. I mean, every major prophecy is just about in the past, man. And you Negroes still worried about, okay, well, I got to get my parlay in the Super Bowl, man. Right? I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to be here 20 years, man. 40 more years. You got brothers saying, man, well, what if we get out of, what if we make it out of here? What if it's for our great-great-grandchildren, huh? What if we here 200 more years?
God dang.
If a brother comes to me and he says, what if we here 200 more? Look, man, I'm gonna be mad. I'll say that.
Right,
I'm gonna be mad, man. I was gonna say, well, roundhouse that brother. Roundhouse kick that brother.
Right.
Spin back kick.
Spin back
Now we're not gonna do that.
Right.
You know, that's how you feel, man. Right? How would your mind be? Well, what if we hear 200 more years? What a crazy number, man. Right. What if we hear 250 more years?
That's
huh?
crazy.
Right?
That's a long time.
His mind ain't right.
Yeah.
It's like being in prison with a guy and you looking to get out and he just talk he want to be there. Right? What if we never get out, bro? Right? What if we never, brother?
That's
Right?
get comfortable.
Right. So read that, King.
Book of St. Luke, chapter 12, verse 54.
Look it up.
And he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower. And so it is.
Again from the top.
Con, this is the book of St. Luke, chapter 12, verse 54. And he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower. And so it is.
Right, every brother can discern when it's about to rain. Right, you see the clouds get dark, man. And we know at the harbor, it always starts from over here.
Right.
Every brother at camp in the summertime,
right.
we all know
Right.
that the clouds and the rain, it always comes from the north side. This is the north side, this is the east, that's the north right here. Right. That's the south, that's the west.
Right.
So it always comes, well, it's really coming from the south.
Con,
Right, it's coming from the south, right, man?
con,
Right, it's coming from the south, man. And then again, when you see these things, you prepare yourself. Right? You don't just see the sign and get rained on. Right? We take all of the bags and we put them underneath where we got some shelter right there.
Right.
And if it's raining real bad, we might go up there. If it's not that bad, we'll still endure the elements. When you see the Most High judgments on the earth, you prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Right? That's what the Most High is saying. Read on.
And when ye see the south wind blow,
When you see that south wind blow,
ye say, there will be heat.
there will be what?
There will be heat.
Read.
And it cometh to pass.
Right, every brother knows when them dog days of summer are in, huh? You make sure you working, right? You make sure you got some ice, right? You might get the little popsicles for the kids, man.
Right.
Brothers know what I'm talking about, the freeze pops, man. The freeze pops, man. You might get the blue joint or the yellow joint, man. Right? You man hooked up, man. Hey, you prepare for that summertime, man. You might box up all your winter coats, man, and your winter stuff and get your summer stuff out.
Freon in the car.
Right, get that Freon in the car, man. You get this thing rolling, man. You prepare for the elements that the Most High puts on the earth. Man does that. Even the simplest man knows that. Read on.
Hypocrites.
Yea, what?
Ye hypocrites! Ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time?
How can you not discern these times, man?
Right.
How do you not see? They had a firestorm. It wasn't just a wildfire.
Right.
All right, brother, look into it, brother. All right, all praise to the Most High.
Praise to the Most High.
Right? We want to see you again, brother. Lord willing. Right? And that wasn't just a regular old wildfire.
Right.
They say the people that was actually there in Cali, they said it was like a hurricane. Right? It was a firestorm. Whipping winds, they say, man.
Firestorm.
The things that you see right now, these are the works of Yahweh Shemyahushai. I don't know if he told you, this is the Most High touching the earth. Man.
Right.
Give me Psalms chapter 47:1. Right? These strange sightings in the heavens, man. That's of the Most High, man. The moons, that's of the Most High. These eclipses, that's of the Most High. The legislation being pushed by Trump and Congress and the Senate, that's of the heaven.
Right.
Right? All of these judgments are of God. How do you not know that you're living in the end of the world?
See that?
These are all of the signs the Most High gave you, huh? Right? So the same way that you prepare yourself for earthly signs, you prepare yourself for signs that the Most High gives you, huh? Otherwise, you'd be a hypocrite, huh? Telling somebody it's about to rain with your umbrella. But you didn't prepare yourself for the missiles coming on the earth, huh? Right? That's hypocrisy. Read on, King.
Psalms chapter 47 and verse 1.
Look it up.
Oh, clap your hands.
Oh, do what?
Oh, clap your hands.
Read.
All ye people, shout unto God with the voice of a triumph. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all.
The Most High is terrible, man. Look at his terrible works he's doing on the earth, man. Didn't the Lord open the earth in Numbers, the 16th chapter? Right? And destroy all of the wicked men of Israel, man.
Right.
Destroy Dathan, Abiram, On, and 250 princes.
Right.
And he cast fire down from heaven, man. And the Lord was getting down in the wilderness, man.
Right.
Fiery serpents on the people.
Right. Right.
Vexing them.
Right.
They was eating quails, and the Most High destroyed them where they was eating the damn quails, man.
Right.
Right.
So the Most High, he'll destroy you. And the Most High, he's destroying the earth right now. He's destroying the economy. He's destroying the minds. He's breaking down the relationships that nations once had. Strong lies, man.
Right.
Right, that 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, that friends shall fight one against another like enemies, man. You got the European Union ready to go to war with America.
Right.
You got Trump saying, yeah, we'll put tariffs on you, man. We'll put tariffs on you. And then you got the EU said we got a response for that. You got right, they put tariffs on Mexico. They put tariffs on Canada.
Crazy.
Right? All hell is trade wars.
Right.
So this society is collapsing, man. The Most High is breaking this place apart piecemeal. Right? Read on.
Come. Verse 50.
Yeah, read on in Luke 12.
Luke 12, verse 57. Yea, and why even else judge ye not what is right?
Right?
When thou goest with thy adversaries.
Sit on that. So how come you don't even judge what's right, man? Right? Every brother should be preparing their spirit for what the Most High is going to do in the earth, man. That's why this is a time of being on fire, a time of examining yourself, man. A time of being to make your calling and election short, man. This is what we call sifting season, man. Where brothers tend to get, and women, they tend to get sifted out. It's always right before, during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. It's always some crazy council during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And then weeks after, all hell breaks loose, man.
Right.
So this ain't the time to be playing around, man. This ain't the time. If you thinking about playing around and being slothful, these ain't those days, man.
No, not at all.
These ain't those days to be shuffling your feet with your hands in your pocket, staring up in the sky, waiting for something to shake, man. Brothers got to get right with Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Give me the book, 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and give me verse 2. I had another precept in mind. So
9 and 2.
Most I willing to come back. Come.
Salah.
2nd Ezra 9 and 2.
2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse number 2.
Bring it out.
Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time
2nd Ezra 14 and 9.
wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Read.
Therefore, when
Actually, read verse 1. Read verse 1. Measure thou the time diligently in itself.
So,
he answered me, verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Brother plays sports, man. You got to be aware of how much time is on the clock, man. When you hooping, they got, 24 seconds?
right.
Something like that on the shot clock. Do that time, man. If you don't, like the elder said, if you don't get that shot off on time, it's a turn, man.
Right.
Right? If you don't know how many timeouts you have, it's over, man.
Right.
If you're not aware of game and clock management and field possession, you'll cost your team.
Right.
I've seen plenty of football games where the quarterback, he's completely oblivious how many timeouts they got, where they at on the field, should he spike the ball, should he throw a pass, and then they lose the game, huh?
Right.
Chris Webber, man, right? It caused the timeout. It cost them the game, huh? Right? That's the Fab Five for you brothers, man. Then you had these playoff games, these football games, these guys run up there and they'll slide, huh? In the middle of the field.
Right.
You got 4 seconds left.
Right.
Then you rushing everybody. Come on. Get down. Everybody on and damn time run out. Right? And then the ref, you blow the whistle and they make whatever sound and you got your head down, huh?
See that?
You got your head down. And that's what Jake gonna be doing in these lessons, trying to get to the line of scrimmage, man. Spiritually, man. Trying to get a damn playoff. Just clapping your damn your damn hands, man. Getting mad and ain't not gonna shake, man. Ain't not going to shake. You got to get right now, man.
Right.
You can't be on the line and you stalling, man. Time is ticking.
Right.
So even in sports, you got time, man. Everything that you do in life is based on time. Every brother got a job. You got to measure the time, man. If you got a 30-minute lunch break and you're not paying and you show up 4 hours later, it's over for you, brother.
Right.
It's over, man.
Right.
Right? And you know it takes 3 minutes to get back to your station.
Right.
Right? It takes 3 minutes to get to the break room.
Right.
It takes 2 minutes to put your food in the microwave.
Right.
Right? You know that stuff, man.
Right.
And there's no excuse. What is these supervisors gonna say, man? Right? And the Most High, he ain't gonna give you no points, man. Jake,
Right.
you get points.
Right.
Or you get occurrences.
Right.
You
Right.
get points, you get occurrences. This damn devil, man. The Most High, no occurrences.
That's right.
You got one. Right?
Right.
You got one chance in these last days, man.
Right.
You slip up when the time running out, it's over with, man. That's what it means to measure the time. You see what the Most High is doing on the earth, the prophecies, the judgments, and the accounts, and what the Most High is shaking, how he's shaking up the society. And you have back in the Bible and see where that's at. And say, okay, that's that prophecy right there. The Most High said there's going to be uproars. Okay, I see what's going on in the United States, England, Bangladesh, India. Okay, what's the next prophecy that's going to happen? Okay, then the Most High says going to this is going to happen. They're going to Jacob's trouble. Okay, I see they passed this law, they passed that law. Okay, then what else is going to happen? And you measure these prophecies, man. Right. Read it from the top.
Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1.
Right.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently.
You gotta be diligent. You gotta be a clock watcher. That's why it's called. You gotta be a watchman, man.
That's right.
Watchmen are very keen, and they're tapped in with their ears, man, and they have vision, and they have to endure the elements, man. Because if you was a watchman and you fell asleep on your job, everybody's dead,
Right.
But you, and that's being dead.
Damn.
Right? That's worse than being dead. Huh?
Survivor's guilt.
Right, survivor's guilt. The only one that survived the onslaught of the city. You come out your damn ward and everybody's dead. Right? You might as well thrust yourself. Not that you should do that, but you know they'd do that in the ancient world.
Yeah.
That was actually a law in the Roman world. You was a guard and your prisoner escaped, they'd kill you, huh?
Right.
If you fell asleep on your watch, they'll kill you. You know? So go back to that.
Measure thou the time diligently in itself.
You had the man in the time of Acts 16 chapter. He was going to kill himself, man. Right? And the Apostle Paul, give me Acts 16 and I believe 25. Hey, brother, commit a word to the Lord.
No, thank you.
Right? See that? Y'all love God? Anybody love God?
Wow.
I can't celebrate God.
What up?
I can't. So one, God is Caucasian.
Goofy.
And the other one, I can't celebrate God.
Goofy with a pimp on. Goofy 1 and Goofy 2.
So this is madness, man.
Yes.
Madness, man. God is
madness.
Caucasian. Not even white.
Right.
Caucasian is just crazy vocabulary. Right? Read what I call in Acts 16, I believe I want 25.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 16, and verse 25.
Right?
And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto the Most High, and the prisoners heard them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prisons were shaken. And immediately all the doors were open, and everyone's bands.
That's a hell of a scene right there. Everybody get bust out of prison.
Right.
By the angel.
And the keeper of the prison.
And the what?
And the keeper of the prison.
Another word for a watchman is a keeper. The word in the Hebrew is shamar, to keep or to watch. Read.
Awaking out of his sleep, seeing the prison doors open.
What the hell was he asleep, man?
See that?
You can't be asleep on the job, man. Right? The Lord said, give not slumber to thine eyes, man. Right? Give me Proverbs chapter 6. It ain't no time falling asleep. Yahweh Shah said, watch and pray.
Right.
Right? The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. Right? You gotta stay alert. You gotta stay awake, man. You gotta stay focused. That's what we went into the Passover like 3 years ago, man. Passover and it's approaching. It's a night of watching. It is a night of watching, man. The Passover, you up all night. You up all night. You up early in the morning. You slaughtering the lamb. It's a lot of work. You cooking the lamb.
Right.
So they was up till midnight, man, when they left Egypt, and they was out morning, man. Right? So they was up for hours and days, man.
They went on a journey.
In their journey, and it wasn't no short journey.
Right.
Right? I think from Ramesses to Succoth. When you read the book of Numbers, the 33rd chapter. Right? So read that, King.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 9.
Right?
Yo! How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard?
What the Lord say?
How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard?
Read.
When wilt thou arise out of thy
When
sleep?
you gonna wake up, Jake, man? When you gonna stop? You still talking about the Kendrick, Drake beef, man? Right?
Right.
Seeing how many awards he won, man?
Right.
No, because really Drake really had it. They have entire parties on that, man.
Right.
We having a Drake versus Kendrick party, right? We having this kind of party, right? Jake, your mind ain't right, man. They canceled my favorite show. We gonna have a party, Snowfall finale party, man. Everybody got a coke, man.
Dang.
Jake got all types of wickedness,
Dang.
right? You gotta wake up, man. How long are you gonna be asleep, man?
Right.
You got Jake right in the White House. I'm so sick of this, man. Right? Dear Mr. Trump. Right? Dear me, Rakisha in the Bronx. I have something to say to you. Right? Hey, look, you gotta wake up, man.
Right.
You Rakisha in the Bronx writing a letter to Trump ain't gonna save you, man.
Right.
Right, go on.
10. Yet a little sleep, a little folding of the hands to sleep.
That's all it take, man. Brothers know how it is. You get off the plantation, man. You get off of work, man. You take that sock off, you have sleep already.
Oh, man.
Right? You took your sock off, you're nodding off. You take your other sock off, your other eye's kind of trying to stay up, man. Don't let your feet kick up, man. Don't pull that thing or press that button and your feet kick up, man. And don't fold your arms. Jacob, I'm just resting my eyes. You can't be like that in the last days. I'm just resting my eyes. Right? I'm still up. I'm up. Right? That's what Jake like to say, man.
Right.
Jake like to never admit when they tired, man. When they falling asleep. That's your problem, man.
Right.
It can't be like that in this last days. I'm just resting my eyes. I mean, I'm just going to the club. Right? I'm just going out for one night, man. What's the big deal, man?
Right.
They just shaking that, you know what, out there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of blunt smoke. I ain't gonna really smoke it. I might smell it, but I ain't gonna smoke it.
My Curry said you can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you can do a little bit of everything. That's a little bit of slumber, right? Read on, King.
Yet a little sleep, little slumber,
That,
a little
right, a little bit of sin.
a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man.
That's right, you're gonna be broke spiritually, man. Right? Some brothers, man, you miss out on that interview, that job, you overslept. It ain't no coming back, man. Right? It ain't no coming back. You missed out. They moving on to the next candidate, man. A recruiter and say, I was asleep, give me another chance. Hey, look, man, we got 2 minutes. Look, they're gonna laugh at you, man.
Right.
They gonna get out of their professional script they read to, they gonna laugh at you, man.
Right.
And they not even gonna give you no notification, man. Right? You're gonna be caught out.
Right.
Right? So bring that up, King.
Matthew chapter 26, number 36.
Bring it out!
Then cometh Yahushua into them, unto a place called Gethsemane, and said unto the disciples, Sit ye here, I go pray yonder.
Right?
And he took with him Peter and the sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy.
And note, that's Yahushua's inner circle. The sons of Zebedee are the sons of thunder. James and John.
That's right.
And it was called in Yahushua that name because they had that fiery spirit, right? And that bold spirit. Read, zeal, right? Go on.
Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me.
He said, just wait here and watch with me. Night of the past. All right, this is the night of the past. And that's heavy, man. Right? Even Yahushua needed brothers around him, man. Right? So he said, just stay here. I don't need y'all to say nothing. Sometimes you just need your brothers there, man.
Right.
They don't got to say much. Even Job's friends, man. They sat down with Job and Davis. Right? And they just sat there in silence, man. Right? Go on.
And he went a little further, fell on his face, and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt.
Right, because deep down in Yahushua's spirit, he wanted to go through it. He was in the flesh. Right? So he prayed that the Most High took that cup away from him, the cup of judgment. Right? But he said, you know what? It's not up to my will. Let your will be. Read.
And he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What? Could ye not watch 1 hour?
You couldn't stay up 1 hour. And this is, you're up. You got to stay up in this 1 hour, man. You can't watch 1 hour, brother. Right? You can't stay up in these last days. This the 11th hour. This the 11th hour when the sun about to go down, man. It's about to be great dark. You can't stay up 1 hour, brother. Right? The world, you love the world that much. You love the blunt that much. Some brothers go back in the world for the white woman. Man, the so-called white woman that much, brother. Bacon that much. Your job much. Money that much. You love it that much. You can't stay up 1 hour. Read.
Watch and pray.
What the Lord say?
Watch and pray.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch over your spirit first and foremost, man. If you're not watching over your spirit, you're gonna be caught in. Yeah, you, like we always say, yeah, you watch the prophecies, but you gotta watch over your spirit, man. Right? And make sure that you are diligent and make sure you're examining yourself. Right? Making sure that you on your ways, man, and pondering the path of your feet and keeping your heart with all diligence. Knowing that out of your heart proceed the issues of life, man. So you have to be sober-minded and level-headed and always keep your mind on the right path. Because you got many things in life that you got to do in the land of the living, right? You got things you got to handle at work, business, you got stuff going on. But at the end of the day, you got to always tell yourself this place is going down, right? This society is going to be destroyed. Am I doing the work of the Most High? Right? Go on, King.
Watch and pray.
What the Lord say?
Watch, pray.
And that's also coupled with prayer, right? The Lord said men ought always to pray and not faint in Luke 18:1, right? So you got to always
Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation.
go just for the new car.
That ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
The flesh is weak, man. The spirit wants to do right, man. Right? The spirit has a desire to be righteous, man. Right? The spirit had, like the Lord said in the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, that the Lord maketh intercession, man, with groanings that cannot be uttered. So our spirit wants to be right, man. We don't want to go off. No brother loves going off.
Right.
No brother loves sinning. Say, damn, finally I sinned, man. It's about time, man. The hell was you doing, flesh, man? Why don't you sin a little next time, right? You are the flesh, aren't you? Just be the damn flesh and go off. Dang. I've never rather do that, man. That would be wicked, man. Right? So your spirit wants to do right. You want to read. You want to study. You want to pray. Hey, if we could fast all day, fast all day.
See that?
But we can't do it in this flesh, man.
Right.
Right? Go on. Oh, that's it on that. That's it on that. You got something else? Come.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse number 3.
Bring it out.
Thou therefore endure hardness as a soldier of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Right, you got to endure hardness, and it's true too. Right? That's what I was going to that word stoic. Right? So you got to endure hardness. It means that you have to know how to accept pain in your life. And then the adversity is going to come, and you got to endure it. Hardness is going to come, but you got to deal with it. You got to fall in, like we always see, you got to fall in love with pain, man, and suffering, man. Embrace it. Invite them over, man. Let them in your house, man. Stop running away from them, man. Take on suffering because it's supposed to come. And every soldier deals with hardness, man. I've never seen that one soldier in any war that don't deal with hardness. You look at them ancient medieval wars, man. They was damn slicing arms off, man. Getting cannons shot in their chest. Ears blown up. Look at World War I. Trench. These guys was finished, man. They was in the trench for 3 years. In the trench. Chemical warfare. They had flamethrowers, nerve gas, and they had to deal with it, man.
Finished.
And their mind was gone. They was gone. Some of these guys came back and they was never the same.
Right.
But they had to endure that, man.
Right.
Back to back, stand up, right? People, that stuff was crazy. I remember that in the video games. Brothers remember Medal of Honor?
Medal of Honor.
Yeah, the Medal of Honor, man. You just in the playing the damn game. All these damn Germans, they jump in the ring trying to stab you, man. Right? And you gotta press that B button or that L2 and get them off of you, man. Right? And that's real though, man. You gotta endure hardness as a good soldier. Go on.
No man that war intertangleth himself with the affairs of this life,
Right.
that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
And you gotta be, you gotta be understanding that there's something called the casualties of war, right? Pull up the casualties of war. You can't be an emotional soldier, right? You might be marching. You look at them wars from the 1700s, and them guys will be marching with their bayonets. Dude get blown off, man, right next to him, right? They load up they musket thing with the thing. They aim down and they fire. Then the next dude get blown up, and they keep marching. And those guys wasn't getting emotional, man. They said, "Oh, Tom, right? Oh, Brad, right? What the hell happened?" No, you gotta keep marching, man. Hey, people going this thing. Brothers gonna fall away. You got it, King.
There was a movie called Jarhead with Jamie Foxx.
Yep.
And they were doing the simulation during training. And the dude was crawling under the barbed wire. Fox kept saying, "Stay down," because they were shooting live rounds.
Yeah, I remember that.
The guy panicked and got up and got shot in the head.
You see that, man?
He said, "Stupid mother effer, that's why you was never fit to be a soldier."
And that's hey, that's that Luke 14. Men began to mock, saying this man began to build and was not able to finish, man. So you gotta have that. You can't. I mean, you love your brothers. You love the aqua, the akium, but people gonna fall out. And just because somebody fall out the truth don't mean you fall out, right? Oh, this brother fell out. Maybe this isn't the truth. No, brother, you keep marching.
Right.
You hard.
Right.
Bring it out. Casualties of war.
Right. Come.
A casualty of war is a person who.
Okay, come.
A casualty of is a person who is killed, injured, captured, or missing due to warfare.
Hold on. Read that again.
A casualty of war is a person who is killed,
Who is killed, meaning you fall out the truth.
injured,
You injured, you get wounded.
captured,
Get what?
Captured.
Some brothers get captured, man. And if you're a prisoner of war, you gotta endure hardness. Right? You what them Vietnamese was doing, man. Wasn't wicked John McCain, man? This wicked old, he was like Biden before Biden.
right?
He was like 99 years old, man, trying to run for president, man. Did he die? All praises to the Most High. Yeah, he's dead, man. What the hell was he thinking? Yeah, liver spots. Hey, but he was a prisoner of war.
Right.
I think from like World War I or something like that, man. And they captured him, and they was running the Japanese was running experiments and tortures on him.
Yeah, because I remember Trump was cracking on him.
Yeah, they
about
was getting
that.
on him.
Like, you got captured. You're a real soldier. Something like
Yeah,
that.
he was getting on him. I remember that he was getting on him.
Yeah.
Now, they try to break you.
Right.
When you're a prisoner of war, their job is to break you, man. Right? And they do stuff that's not even legal in the States, man. Like they about to throw the kingdom in Guantanamo Bay, man. Right? They'll put electric nodes on you. They'll beat you to death, waterboard you. But if you break, it's over, man. Even if you come back, because a lot of them got delivered. The prisoners of war, they made it back. Known as traitors, or they committed treason, or gave up the secrets. Hey, their name was never the same. Man. They lost all their honor and all their glory, man. So we're prisoners of war.
Right.
Demons and lust and pride and slothfulness, and you can't break. Bring it up, King. You got something? Oh, captured. Read on.
Captured or missing due to warfare.
Due to warfare. So to 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, to endure hard is as a good soldier. Can you read that again, King? There's more than that?
Well, it get a breakdown of what they go into.
Oh, let's go into it.
Come.
It says military casualties, killed in action.
That's KIA.
Right?
A service member who was killed while performing their duty.
And that happens, man. We're performing our duty, man. But a brother, you just see a brother again. He'll be at camp and you hit the brother up and he goes ghost and he's killed in action, man. And next thing you know, you see him on social media doing God, man.
See that.
Right? Smoking a blunt with a black vest on, man, with a chain on.
Right.
Okay?
Wounded. A service member who was injured while performing their duty.
And we get injured, man. We get wounded.
Right?
You know, these demons does, man.
Right.
But they take us to that little, they put us on that 2-man bed and the gurney, like in war, and they march us to that tent where the people take care of you and they wound you up, and you see all these men in there groaning and all of the stench of the people dying, and that's us in this thing, huh? Right. Then they send you back out there. Read on, King.
It says missing.
What is it?
Missing.
That's the worst one. You just went missing. Right, go on.
A service member not at their duty location and whose location is unknown.
Damn. I'm thinking that's brothers at camp.
See that?
And you don't know where the brothers at, man.
Just gone.
Just go. Yeah, AWOL. Was that absent with, right? So you can't be that brother, man.
Right.
You just read that again.
A service member who is not at their duty location.
This is the duty location, man. Right at camp, doing the work of the Most High, being in this truth, being at your watch post. Right?
And whose location is unknown.
You can't leave posts, man. You can't leave your post in this thing. And nobody knows where you at. Right? There's more than that. Sit on that.
It's 3 more.
Okay, come.
It says captured. Who is seized by an unfriendly military or paramilitary force.
And that's seized by these demons. That's
Right.
2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. The Lord speaks about men that are captured by the devil at his will. Right? Go on. And the brother might get captured demon, but you got to break that brother out, man. You got to free that brother through exhortation and prayer and fasting and counsel. Go on.
It says, in turn, a service member who is taken into custody by a non-foreign power
Right?
and deserted. A service member who has left their duty without permission.
Damn. Just gone, man. Right? Maybe you got fearful. Maybe you got faint-hearted.
Right.
You heard a few gunshots. Some men in war, they hear a few gunshots and they'll shoot themselves in the foot, man. Right? They'll shoot me in the foot. Right? And so they can get they Purple Heart, man.
Right.
And go home,
Bad
man.
action.
Right? And get free McDonald's as a veteran, man. Right? And free movie theater tickets, man. Right? All veterans get free Big Mac this week.
Right.
Bring it up.
And Salakia. And going back to the injured, if a brother's injured, in the military, they make you they fire carry. And I got a smaller stature. But me being at war, if I'm with a brother like this, he get injured, gotta be strong enough
carry him
to
out.
carry him out
Lieutenant
on my
Dan.
back.
Come.
You know what I mean?
Lieutenant Dan.
And we gotta have that spirit of, being able to bear one another's burdens.
We're saying he that is strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves, bro. Right? So let's go back to 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. So that you got to think about this warfare. You had something, King?
Torture tactics.
Come on, bring it up.
This is scaphism.
Scaphism?
Yeah, never heard of this. It's one of the worst and most painful skin-crawling methods of torture. It was described by the Greeks as a punishment used by the Persians, and if they were believed, those Persians were insane. In this form of execution, the accused was trapped between two boats and force-fed milk and honey, but the milk and honey diet eventually caused horrible diarrhea, which stayed within the wooden enclosure. The unfortunate condemned was smeared with more milk and honey and left out in the sun or near water where bugs would attract to the muck and rot and sweetness. The person would inevitably have either dehydration, exposure, or bite and sting wounds.
See that? So that's wickedness, right? I got an idea, right?
Right.
That's wickedness, man. Only Esau would come up with something like that. Huh?
Esau.
Damn diarrhea. Let's pour more milk and honey, not biting. Rats coming. Damn, just get eaten alive by flies, man. And I think they handcuffed you or something to the boat so you couldn't leave. There's a little bit more.
I had another one.
Come on, bring it up.
This drawing and quartering is one of cruel and unusual punishments. The punishment was first doled out in England in the 13th century. The accused was drawn, tied to a horse, and dragged to the gallows, then usually hanged, maybe disemboweled, or beheaded. Afterward, the condemned was quartered, had his body split in quarters, sometimes by tying each of them to a different horse and having them run in opposite directions.
What the hell did that guy do? What was his
Levi's
art?
genius.
What was his art, man?
Dang.
Because that's what you call over.
Right.
That's what you call overkill.
OD.
Right? So let's bring that out, King. Let's go back to that. Timothy. And why are we going to that? Because again, this is warfare.
Right.
This is unconventional warfare that we're dealing with. And this is spiritual warfare.
Spiritual.
Right? That's Ephesians.
Right.
Right? Bring that up.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse number 5.
And there are
Bring it
demons
out.
out here right now, man. Right? And they got the red dot on us, man. Between the eyes, man. Trying to aim and kill. You better have your armor on, man. You're going to be caught out. Right? Bring it out, King.
And if a man,
2 and 3, Baba
2
Control.
and 3. Therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai
The
HaMashiach.
soldiers are in the element. Go on.
No man that warreth intertangleth himself with the affairs of his, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Right. So when you're at war, you're not thinking about woman and what kind of cupcake she makes, man.
Right.
Right? And if your daughter graduated to 3rd grade or not, man.
Right.
It's bombs going off, it's bullets flying, and if your mind not right, you gonna die, man.
See that?
If your mind is what my wife is doing? Right? What if she's at home? Does she have a red dress on or a blue dress on? You're gonna get shot in the head, man.
Right.
You gotta be focused. You can't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life, man.
Nah,
You can't
man.
please your king if ain't in the war, man. If your mission ain't his mission, you're gonna die. Read on.
Verse number 5. And if a man also strive for mastery, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully.
You gotta strive law with the kingdom. You gotta be a man of integrity, you know? Read on.
The husbandman that laboreth must be first partaker of the fruits.
Right.
Consider what I say.
Or say,
Consider what I say. And the Lord give the understanding in all things.
you gotta consider what brothers are bringing out, man. Because all brothers are bringing out excellent points, man. And if you don't consider it, you let it go in one ear and out the other. Like we read in Job, the Most High speaketh once. Yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
Keep going.
Come, you can jump.
Verse number 19. Nevertheless, the fountain of Yahweh standeth sure.
Right, the foundation of the Lord standeth
Foundation,
sure.
like of Yahweh standeth sure. Have you. The Lord knoweth them that are his.
The Lord what?
The Lord knoweth them that is.
The brother asks, we have to break down that the Most High, he's going to save the elect. The Lord knows them that are his, man. Right? Read on.
And let every one that nameth the name of Yahweh Shai depart from iniquity.
Which means you got to keep the commandment. Go on.
But in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to dishonor.
That's in everybody's house, man.
Right.
Everybody grandma's house at the chapter. right? You wasn't taking the china cabinet out, getting the bowl, and pouring Frosted Flakes on it. Right? Hey, do that if you want to.
Right.
Do it if you want to. Up Granny's china cabinet, get you. Oh, I just want to heat me up some spaghetti. Right? Hey, brother, you better get them plastic plates, man. She keep up top, brother.
Right.
You got vessels to honor, you got vessels to dishonor. You got a brother that show up, he furniture, and he got his basement furniture. He got his good TV, he got his old TV. Every brother has vessels to honor. You got your Passover garment, right? That's a beautiful garment you wear, man. You don't wear that out when you fixing your car, man.
Right.
Oh, man. You're not doing that, man.
Right.
You might go out there with your what's that blue outfit they wear, whatever that's called, man. The jumper.
Yeah. Overall.
You might put a toothpick in your mouth, man. Your hat to the side.
See that?
You know, and put some music on and get to work, man.
Right.
So what the Most High said is you can either be a vessel unto honor or a vessel unto dishonor. You can be holy and esteemed and exalted, or it can be wood and earth. Go on.
If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor.
He shall what?
He shall be a vessel unto honor.
If you purge yourself from sin, keeping yourself from the world, you'll be a vessel unto honor. Now in the law in Leviticus 11th chapter, if there's an unclean thing that falls on an earthen vessel, what's the judgment? You got to break that vessel. Give me that in Leviticus, I believe 11, around about 30, I believe it's around 30. Come on, you search it out. And we're earthen vessels. So if we have unclean things in us, what's the judgment? We get broken. Right? And you want to purge yourself from that, right? Sometimes in the law you read about running water on a vessel or running water in a non-earthen vessel. That vessel's still clean, or running water on a seed where they died on it, right? That running water still on it, that seed is still pure and clean, right? And the law teaches you to constantly purify yourself, You found it? Come, bring it up.
Leviticus 11 verse 31.
Bring it out.
These are unclean to you among you. Whosoever doth touch them when they be dead shall be unclean unto even, and upon whatsoever any of them when they are dead doth fall, it shall be unclean. Be any vessel of wood,
whether it be any vessel of wood,
or raiment,
or a garment,
or skin,
or a skin. So you got to keep yourself pure, Let's say a dead rat, God forbid, right? A dead rat out there, a crack in the ceiling, right? And he lands on you. If it lands on your garment is unclean, If you had a fruit bowl and you had oranges and apple lands on that bowl, and it's a wooden or glass bowl, it's unclean now, right? That's the law, right? Or if it lands on your skin is unclean, right?
or a sack,
read.
Whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean unto the even.
You got to purify that vessel. And that's what the Most High commands us to be put into water, which is the Yahweh Shem Yahweh, right? Go on.
So shall it be cleansed, and every earthen vessel.
And every what?
And every earthen vessel.
That links up with the second chapter. We're earthen vessels, right? Esau and Jacob were likened unto two pots, right? Or a vessel unto honor, and a vessel dishonor. And what is Esau? He's a vessel fitted for destruction.
Right.
He can't be cleansed with water. He can't be purified. But Jacob is a vessel for honor, right? They tell you that in Romans, the 9th chapter, right? So Jacob, we have to be vessels of honor, but we have to be purified by the water of the Most High. Read on.
And every earthen vessel, whereunto any of them falleth, whatsoever is in it shall be unclean, ye shall break it.
And ye shall what?
And ye shall break it.
So if you a vessel unto wood, what does it say? Wood and earth, you're going to be broken, right? You're going to be broken and discarded by the Most High, right? You want to make sure that your vessel is constantly being pure. So go back to that, King.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, and meet for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work.
Yeah, that's like you go and you open up your silverware drawer and you want to get a spoon, but the spoon all dirty, What do you do with that spoon, You throw it in the sink or something, Right till it's and then you get the spoon that's clean, right? If you in a rush, you gotta eat. You don't say, "Oh, let me grab it." No, you move on to the next one, right? And that's what the Most High is gonna do to men, right? If the Most High looks at you and you got stains and you're all unclean, cast you, That's what he's saying in 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter. You got to be a vessel unto honor. It's time for you to be used as a vessel. You're already clean, right? Go on, King. Go on, that's it on that. All right, so brothers got to purify themselves. These are watching, measuring the times, and purifying yourself through the Spirit. Go back to Acts 16. Hey, brothers. Right? Commit a word to the Lord. All right, one verse.
One verse.
All right. Give me Deuteronomy. Right? Verse 68. Right? You come on this side, brother. Right? Y'all got 10 minutes? Good 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay, all praise to the Most High. Right? This brother, he gonna break it down. He gonna break.
Come. Right, give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right, pick up where the brother left off. So what we doing is we teaching our people who we are. If I ask y'all nationality, you say African? From where? What about you, brother? You say you don't even know? Now, give me Deuteronomy 28 and start at verse 15. Now, y'all heard of Moses?
Yes.
Y'all remember Moses receiving the commandments and giving them to the people in the wilderness, right? Okay, so after they received the commandments, the Lord told them if they keep the commandments, they'll be blessed. Right? Read verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right? If they don't keep the commandments, go ahead.
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, what I command thee this day,
Right?
that all
That what?
that all these curses,
That what?
that all these curses,
So if the Israelites, the people that Moses, that walked through the Red Sea with Moses, if they don't keep the command, that all of these what was going to come? Not sins. Read it one more time.
that all these curses
Curses. Curses a good thing or a bad thing? Bad thing. The Lord said all these curses,
shall come upon thee,
right?
and overtake thee.
Right. Jump down to verse 68. Now, I'm going to read one of the curses. You let me know who this curse fit. Because whoever this curse fit, these are the same people that the Israelites that walked through the Red Sea with Moses.
Right.
Bring that up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee Egypt again.
Now, do y'all remember what the Israelites were doing in ancient Egypt? Building pyramids. What was their status? Were they the people? Go ahead. They were slaves. So now the Lord say, I'm going to send you into Egypt again. What is he saying? Bringing you back into slavery.
Right.
Again. Right. Now, how did our people get to America? Slavery. What mode of transportation? Boats. Bring it up from the top.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Didn't we go into slavery on ships? Did the Arab man ever go into slavery on ships? Did the white man ever go into slavery on ships? What about the Chinese man? Japanese man? Nobody went into slavery on ships but us, right? So we have to be these people he's talking to. But watch how deep you get. Keep going.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right.
But way whereof I spake unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
It is our homeland. Our people are from the land of Israel. That's your original. That's the land that your people are from. And we're talking about thousands of years ago. We're talking about before slavery on the slave ships. Our people come from the land of Israel. But the Lord said we would never see it again. Have y'all ever been to Israel? Y'all fulfilling prophecy. Go ahead.
And there,
once you get off of those slave ships,
ye shall be sold.
you shall what?
Ye shall be sold.
Y'all from Baltimore, right? Y'all know about Lexington Market? Y'all know before Lexington Market was selling chicken boxes and halves, they were selling us?
Right.
Yeah. And even like maybe like 2 years ago, it was a brother that worked there and he was saying that they still had the chains and stuff in the basement of Lexington Market.
Right.
So Baltimore is a big slave port. It's a major slave port. And our people are fulfilling the prophecy that was foretold to happen to the Israelites for disobedience to God's commandments. So that would make us what? Well, we fall under the curses, but what did God call us? Give me 29 and 1.
And ye shall be sold unto your enemy for bondmen and bondwomen.
Right, so like, and we were sold. It's literally public sale of slaves. We were literally sold. And he said, sold into who?
Your enemies.
Your enemies. Who was we sold to? White man.
Right.
And God called them what? Our enemies.
Right.
So as a nation of people, we have enemies. Everybody is not our friend. Because only your enemies would do these things to you.
Right.
Only your enemy would snatch your child from you. Only hang you up by your fifth rib. Only your enemy would use your children as database. Sure. I mean, y'all cool with y'all family, or y'all just tight with each other?
Tight.
Right. Would y'all do this to each other? No, because your friends are not going to do it to you.
Right.
Your enemy would. Right? He said there you should be sold unto your enemy.
For bondmen
Slave man,
and bondwomen,
slave women,
and no man shall buy you.
and nobody's got us out of this place. That's why it's 2025, we still speak English. Our original the Hebrew tongue. Right? We still follow Christmas and Thanksgiving and 4th of July, but the Lord gave us the Sabbath day, he gave us the Passover, destruction of Nicanor, Purim. But these are the things that's a part of our heritage that we don't know about. Things that were stripped away from us when we got off of them slave ships. Right? Now give me 21.
Deuteronomy chapter
Go ahead.
29 and verse 1.
Right.
These are the words of the covenant
Right.
which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
With who?
With the children of Israel.
With who?
Right.
We are the children of Israel.
Right.
Y'all not black men. Y'all outfits is black. Our
Right.
skin is brown.
Right.
We're not African. Africa and America, that's the name of 2 different continents or 2 different countries. Right? And it's the name of 2 different white men when you go into the history of it. Do we got 2 white fathers? So how are we African Americans?
See that?
How are we black? How are
Right.
we Negro?
Right.
So all of these different terms that we've picked up since we got off of them slave ships, these are the terms that's been given to us by our oppressors.
Right.
Right? But the Lord never called us those things. What did he call us? Israel.
Right.
Israelites. Israel is a man. Like I said, your original language is Hebrew. Israel in the Hebrew is Yasher Allah. Yah is he, Shar is prince, and Allah is God. So he's a prince of God. That's the name the Most High gave you.
Right.
He never called you black. That's a color. And like we say, black is literally the color of sin. It's associated with everything negative. And why you think our people have such an easy time killing and destroying? Because we're under curses for our disobedience to God's commandments.
Right.
54.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 54.
Check it out.
So that the man that is tender among you and very
Brotherly love. We're showing y'all brotherly love right now. Right, go ahead.
his eye shall be evil toward his brothers.
See that? Because of our disobedience, the curse is that the brotherly love that we used to have, our eye is going to be evil towards each other. We're the only people. You don't see a whole bunch of white people having evil eyes towards each other. Just mugging for no reason. You don't see a whole bunch of Asian people doing drugs on each other. You don't see Arabs fighting over damn iPhones and robbing each other for sneakers. Right. But you see, that's us. That's our people.
Right.
And even walking day to day, you're not looking over your shoulder for him to rob you at an ATM machine. You're looking for your own people to be doing stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be evil towards your brother.
And towards the wife his bosom.
And we're the only people that whore our women out, that treat them bad. We call them names like thoughts and whores and bees. You don't see other doing that. I've never heard a country song where, you know what I mean? Where the country singer got his woman standing on the bed of his damn Ford pickup truck, and she twerking with no clothes on. But you see it on our people. You see it in our music. Go ahead.
And towards the remnant of his children.
Now this is a curse. What are black fathers known for doing with their children?
Which he shall leave.
Whose history, like, who? Because we're reading about the Israelites, but what people is it fitting today? Us. Meaning we gotta be what? We have to be these Israelites. Right? Bring out what I asked you to get.
2 Kings 2 and 1 in the read. Bring it out. And it came to pass when the Lord would take up Elijah.
So like it, First King. Right? So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I know y'all said y'all gotta go. Right? But I wanna bring this out because in these last days, the Lord is waking up his people. Right? And how old are y'all brothers? 17, 18. The Lord is commanding us to be men in these last days. Right? You got a lot of our men walking around with dresses and being real feminine. You got a lot of us walking around with pants on thinking they running things.
Right.
So the Lord has to set, he has things set in a certain order. And us being men of the Lord, we have to walk in that order that he provided for us. Bring that up.
1 Kings 2 and 1 in the reads.
Bring it up.
The days of David drew nigh.
Y'all heard of King David before? Okay. David has a son who's going to reign in his stead named Solomon. So he's talking to Solomon. Go ahead.
Now the days of David drew nigh that he should.
Right.
And he charged Solomon his son, saying, I'll go the way of all the earth. thou strong therefore,
right?
and shew thyself a man.
And do what?
And show thyself a
No,
man.
I'm just 17.
And show thyself a
No,
man.
I'm just 18.
Show thyself a man.
So y'all gotta show yourselves men in these last days. And the Lord's gonna expound. Keep going.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways,
Right.
to keep his statutes and his commandments,
And it's what?
And his commandments.
And it's what?
Commandments.
Go ahead.
and his judgments, and his testimonies, as it is written in the Moses.
As what?
As it is written in the law of Moses.
So when you're reading the law of Moses, when you're reading the Bible, and you're reading these different things that the Lord, that we ought to do and the things that we ought not to do, that's how you show yourself a man last day.
Right.
That's how you come back to the Lord and show that you love the Most High. Give me Sirach 24 and 23, Robert Kashar. Right? Was there more on that?
As is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper.
What?
That thou mayest prosper.
Because when we sin, we get the curses. And these curses keep you at a lower state. But when you keep the commandments, go ahead,
Prosper in all that thou doest,
right?
and whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
Right. And you'll prosper in the things that you do. Right? Bring this out.
Sirach 23 and 24.
Come.
Sirach chapter 23,
23.
24 verse 23. And all these things are book of the covenant of the Most High.
So this whole Bible is the book of the covenant of the Most High. Go ahead.
Even the law of which Moses commanded for inheritance.
What?
For inheritance.
That's your heritage. Our true heritage isn't black culture. Our true heritage isn't Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Making bets on the Super Bowl.
Right.
Hennessy, blunts, women twerking, and rap music. That's not our heritage. You have a true heritage that goes back to these scriptures. David was a king. That's one of your forefathers. Solomon, the wisest and the richest king. That's your forefather. Even know what Christ looked like. All right, we're going to get that and let y'all go with that. Revelation 1 and 14. Right, go ahead.
Law which Moses commanded for inheritance.
Right.
Unto the congregations of Jacob.
Right. So the laws that are in the scriptures, everything that you read about, that's your heritage, brothers. All right? And it's the heritage we had before slavery. Right? And bring this on. And I'll let y'all go with this.
Revelation 1 and 14 in the read.
Bring it out.
His head and his hair.
Start at 13. Now, of Christ in the Bible. All right, go ahead.
Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Son of Man is a title for Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
So he had a long garment.
and girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
Y'all know like the boxing belts, like PC belts or the WWE belts. He had like one of them on. We wore that when we went to war in the ancient world. You wore that and it protected you from getting thrust through at war. All right, go ahead.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Well, what?
We're white like wool.
Right? His head and his hairs, they were white and woolly. What people on the planet got woolly hair? Us. All right, so is it, I mean, they show us this man, but his hair isn't white, nor is it woolly. All right, strike one, go ahead.
As white as snow,
Right?
and his eyes were fire.
He had fiery eyes, meaning he had a fierce countenance. Christ, right? His real name is Yahweh, right? He wasn't a so-called white man. All right? He said his eyes were as a flame of fire, so he wasn't no soft man. When you looked at him, he was a man of like, he was serious. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't somebody that you would play with or double cross. You know what I mean? He was austere. He was stern. Right? Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
And what?
Feet like unto fine brass.
So your feet gonna be the same color as your body, right? What color is? So what? Brown. Look at that. So-called black man, that's brass. You see that? It said his feet, his skin color is fine brass. But keep going, watch how deep it get.
As if they burned in a furnace.
What?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if you take brass and then you burn it, when you take it out, what color is it gonna be? It's gonna be a darker brown. Right? Who does that look like? Us. See what I'm saying? So now, when you're reading a Bible and you're reading about the people in the Bible, you're reading about whose history? Ours.
Right.
This is your book. This is your photo album.
Right.
Right? Because when you're reading, now it's supposed to be so-called Black History Month.
Right.
But when you sit in these schools, they don't open this Bible up and start teaching you about
Teach,
things that are being described in the Bible.
Right.
Right? But here it is right here. plain as day, the Messiah, the Lord, right? The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, is a so-called black man. But Christ is an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And we take the so-called black man, right? The American blacks are the Israelites from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Now, based off of your father's race, where would y'all be at on this? Would y'all be considered American blacks or West Indian, Cuban? So that means y'all come from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
Right. That means blood running through your veins is very similar from the family of the blood of the people of Christ.
Right.
You come from the same lineage, the same stock. Y'all are kings on this earth. Don't let nobody tell y'all that y'all black people. Don't let nobody tell y'all that y'all don't have to keep what's written in this Bible.
Right.
This whole Bible is your history book.
That's right.
All right, so returning to the Lord, any no smoking, don't be getting any tattoos. Whenever your beard start growing in, you let your beard grow in. These are all a part of your heritage, the laws of God that he gave us to keep in these last days.
Right.
All right, brothers? Yes, sir. All right. Right? We got, right here, we got YouTube channels, and we got social media. What did God call y'all? Israelites.
Right.
From what tribe?
Right.
All right. And Christ looked like who? So-called black man.
That's right.
All right.
And we got a school.
Right, and we got the school information on that.
Right.
And Israelites, what we supposed to do? Teach each other what?
And
Our culture consists of what? The laws. Keep the commandments.
Right.
As Israelites, we have to keep the commandments of the Most High. All right, brothers? All right, brothers. All right. Y'all brothers are kings on this earth, man. All right. Remember the and every Friday and Saturday, it's on the flyer. So if y'all got time, come back out here.
All right, thank you.
All right, brother. Come. Right? All praise to the Most High, right? We got three humble brothers. Right? And Lord willing that Brian come back out through the Spirit.
he's coming.
Right? Lord willing. Lord willing. He
man.
prophesied through the Spirit.
He's gonna come.
Lord willing. Come. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. Right? Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Ecclesiastes 7:7 in the read.
Bring
it up.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
What the Lord say?
Surely oppression maketh a wise man.
Right? And with all of these spirits that's coming out on the earth, right? The Lord has sent the big spirits to stir up war and to stir up all of these different events that's going on the earth. But at the same time, the Lord is setting up little demons to keep us, oppressed and to keep us humble, to keep at a state where we know that we need Him. Right. The Lord says, "Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad." Go ahead.
And a gift destroyeth the
And all praise to the Most High. And I say this in my ignorance as man, but all praise to the Most High. He didn't give me a whole bunch of money. Right. No, I'm glad that I don't have millions upon millions of dollars. Right. Because I would probably overthrow myself. You know what I mean? And it's all through the mercy of the Lord that I can acknowledge that. Right? Because some men, man, you give me money and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, yeah, you say that until you wake up one day and you don't have to work. Right. You say that day that you wake up and you can just swipe and just do what you want. Right? Because when you that type of access, your mind, you'll be above yourself.
Teacher. Right.
And so, the Most High got to put certain things around us to keep us at that lower state, to keep us, like the brother said, to keep us humble. Right? Bring that up.
The book of chapter 7 and verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
Right?
It shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
And shall what?
It shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
I'm purely energized.
It shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
I'm rejuvenated.
It shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Man, brothers be getting tired, man. Brothers be going through it, right? And not just physically, but in the spirit, right? You've been tested and tempted in almost every direction that you turn, right? And it's all of the Lord. And we have to be humble enough to acknowledge that it's all from the Most High. And we have to submit to the Most High and walk therein, right? Keep going.
And think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time,
right,
and a times and dividing of time.
Right, and he saw us set up to rule for a specific amount of time, right? And the Lord got that time marked, right? And when that day comes, they ain't gonna have nothing to say.
Right.
It ain't gonna be nothing that none of these so-called white people, none of these that these so-called do when the Lord comes. Right? What's your nationality?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Arabic.
Y'all where?
Arabic people.
Y'all
From
Arabic?
Yeah, Iraq.
All right, y'all going into slavery when the Lord returns. From the elder to the younger, y'all going into slavery when the Lord returns. Right? That land is not your land, that's our land. Right? Right? So bring that back out.
Verse 26. But the judgment shall sit.
But the what?
Judgment shall sit.
Right? And this place is going to be judged for what they do to our people.
Right.
Give me Revelation 10. I think I want so you can start at 4. Right? Go ahead.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume, destroy unto the end.
Right. It's like it. And that's literally what they're going to do. Right. They're just going to consume and destroy until the Lord returns. They're going to keep getting proud and pompous. They're going to keep passing these decrees to put our people in a lower and lower estate, right? To snatch away any hope that our people may have.
Right.
Because we in these last days, we waking up.
No, right.
There's more and more camps popping. You got more and more brothers that are going out to teach the word. You got more and more brothers coming out to learn the word.
Right.
Right? But while all of this is going on, you got war growing up. Right? The Lord got all of this stuff set in a balance. Right? So we making sure that we being circumspect in these last days. Right? Because they're gonna consume and do this stuff until the end. Go ahead.
And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the saints of the Most High.
Shall be what?
Shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High.
Right, and that's in its due time.
Right.
That's in its due time. But until that time, we gotta endure these afflictions. Right? That's it on that. Give me.
Kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him.
So what?
Shall serve and obey him.
Right? So all of these different nations, these so-called white people, they're gonna serve and obey the Lord when they right? When the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are set back up in that rightful place, all of these other nations, they going into slavery. They going into captivity. Right? But that's it. But in order for us to get there, once again, we have to endure. We have to come into camp. We gotta endure the elements. You gotta endure and fight these things that come up against you. You have to fight in this thing. Right? Give me Jude 1 and 3. Right?
Second Ezra 6 and reads.
Start at 8.
And 8 and reads.
You know.
And he said unto me, Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him,
Right?
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Right? Jacob, the supplanter. Right? Our forefather. Holding Esau's heel. Keep going.
For Esau is the end of the world.
For what?
For Esau is the end of the world.
Right? And I remember hearing that that doctrine of Esau being the Arab. And if Esau is the Arabs, that means we have to go into slavery under the Arabs. Right. We done. And no. Esau has done, you know what I mean? He's been doing his thing, right, on the left, and he's been maximizing evils, right? You holding something?
Jude 3.
Con. And I also want First Maccabees 1 and 9, right? Bring that back up.
Esau is the end of the world,
right?
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Right. So if the Esau falls, it's the Israelites forever. That's it. It ain't going to be the Israelites just rule for a little bit of time, and some way somehow these the Ishmaelites and the Edomites, they start forming some type of alignment and plot to get us to overthrow us. No, that's it. Once Yahweh Shah come and he set things in order, it's in order forever, right?
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse number 9. And after his death,
right, and this is talking about Alexander, right? After his death, go ahead.
They all put crowns upon themselves.
Them 4 generals.
So did the sons after them.
Right.
Many years.
Right.
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
And what?
And evils were multiplied in the earth.
Right. When the soul white man came into power, evils were multiplied in the earth. Right. There was no other kingdom prior to the so-called white man being in power where evils multiplied in the earth. Because even the Babylonians had some type of structure on it and order. The Persians and the Medes, right? All of these nations that had their kingdoms and their rulership, they ruled with some type of evils wasn't just multiplied all over the earth until the white man of power. And a lot of people don't realize that the so-called white man was the last one to come into power. The Lord had that design for a reason. Right? Because they're the wicked of the earth. Right? They're the border of wickedness. Going back to Malachi. So if that's the lot that they have, of course the Lord would wait to let them rule in the latter end, to let them rule in the last days. Because now it's so bad to the point where in order for you to make it in this society, you gotta damn sell your soul.
Right.
You have to damn near openly denounce the words of the Lord.
Right.
And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your favorite rapper,
Right.
your favorite actor.
Right.
They all did. They all in
They
it.
all did. Right.
They all did it.
Right.
I don't give a damn who you name. They all did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't
So
do it.
you say what?
He ain't doing it.
Yeah, he ain't do it.
Right.
No, he people.
Right.
No. That man sold his soul.
Right.
Right? And he may regret it. He did it.
Right.
And it is what it is.
Right.
Right?
Politically correct.
You say what?
Talking about being politically correct.
Right. And the Lord don't care about you being politically correct.
Right.
The Lord said, cry loud and spare not.
Right.
Right? Con, so what else? Con, that was it on that. Yeah, you bring out Jude.
Jude, verse number 3. Behold, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith.
That what?
That you should earnestly contend for the faith.
Right? And contending for the faith is not just here at camp. Right? This is a big part of it. This is a big part of it. But it's when you're at home. Are you going to do this in sincerity with you? Right? When you're by yourself, are you going to keep that discipline in your body to not go on certain sites? Are you going to have the discipline in your body to not allow these wicked thoughts to you? Right? Brothers be going through hell. And when you're going through hell, sometimes that spirit of doubt try to hop on you. So you're going to combat that spirit of doubt, or you're going to feed it? What you going to do with it? Right? They say you get the little demon on one shoulder and the angel on the other. When he pop up, you better move, and talk to the spirit. Go read some precepts, right? Go put on a cold cut. Go put a video and get into the word, right? Do what you got to do, but don't allow these spirits to just damn beat you down.
Right.
You got to contend for the faith. Faith is something that you gotta. Faith is something that's once you have it, it can be taken from you if you're not feeding it, if you're not, operating in it, right? Bring that over.
Jude, verse number 3. Behold, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that you should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints.
Right, and so we got to make sure that we're doing our due diligence, right, to make our calling and election sure. We got to make sure we're reading, make sure we praying, we fasting, make sure we teaching our people. Our hands and not being hypocrites in these last days, right? Bring that out.
Hebrews 6 and it reads, but without faith, it is impossible to please him.
What the Lord say?
But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
So, Christians would love that. They love that, right? Without faith, it is impossible to please the Most High. But like we always bring out, your faith needs to be coupled with works. Your faith is not going to be made manifest unless you got works to go with it.
Right.
Abraham being a father of faith, his faith wasn't made known until he took Isaac up on that mountain to go to sacrifice.
Right.
So you have to have your faith and your works working together. But without faith, it is impossible to please the Most High. So when hit the fan, are you gonna turn to your old ways? Right? If the money's down, are you gonna turn to your old ways to get money? Right? If your woman's out of order, are you gonna turn to your old ways to get her back in order or to get your get back? Right? When your job ain't moving the way that you wanted to move, or people are treating you a certain way, are you gonna turn back to your old man to make things work in your, or are you gonna continue to operate in the spirit of the Lord? Are you gonna continue the roots of the spirit, or are you gonna fulfill the lust of the flesh? Right? Keep going.
But he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is.
Must what?
Must believe that he is.
Right? His name, right? Yahweh. Yah, he. power, exists, right? He is. If you're going to believe in the Lord, that's why they say what they say in the world, the Hebrew creed is Deuteronomy 6:4, right? Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. You believe because that's what Yahweh Shah said in Mark 12. The first and great commandment is Shema Yasha Allah, Yahweh, Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh Achad. You have to believe in the Lord. That's the first thing is you have to believe in the Lord, right? And he, in the Psalms, right? And brothers pull it if you got to. The Lord said that He magnified His word above His name. So everything that's written, all of these prophecies that are written in this Bible, they are true, they are fact, and they will come to pass. Right? Any doesn't come to pass, it will come to pass. Right. You have to believe that He is. Right? Read that again from the top.
Wrong. But without faith it is please Him.
Right?
For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that He is.
Right?
That He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him.
That what?
That diligently seek Him.
Right? And we have to diligently seek the Lord. We have to diligently seek the Lord. And I know myself, whenever I have those days where I'm not in the word like I ought to be, right, hey, those spirits, they get to vexing you a little more. Right? When you're not in the spirit, if you miss that fast there, and you're not, and your spirit ain't got that same zeal of fire, hey, them spirits, they get to vex you more. And I tell you this, like I always bring out, stuff don't stop happening just because you're in this truth. Right? They start happening more.
Right.
Right? But in the spirit, you handle them with a certain level of temperance. You handle them with a certain level of faith and joy and hope in the Lord. But when off your spirit ain't right, hey, these demons, they start knocking on you. They start piecing you up. I was telling a brother, I was telling the Jake at the job, I was like, man, off week, I'm not about to hold you. I said, when it comes to boxing, I like to fight in the ring, yo. I said, but these demons got my back up against the ropes. Like, I feel like Ali with the rope dope, man. Like, got my back against the wall. But you better fight. You better sit up in the corner and just huddle up and just take the beat. You better figure out that rhythm and do something. You better move. So the Lord will reward, stick and move, right? So the Lord is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Right. So we got to make sure we're seeking the Most High. And bring that up.
The book of James, chapter 4 and verse number 8. Draw nigh unto Yahweh, and He will draw nigh unto you. Right. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners.
Do what?
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners.
Right, and we got to clean our hands in these last days.
Right.
You got to remove any spot or that may be on your garment. You gotta cleanse yourself. You gotta cleanse your hands. You can't just allow your sins to just weigh you down. You can't allow your sins to just sit all in your house, right? You got this evil sin just sitting in the corner, waiting on you to get home. As soon as you get home, what's going on? Take a shot, go up something, let's talk about it. And you just sitting there getting all comfy with your sin. Right. Hey, yo, what you doing in here? You intruding. Right. You better call on some angels. You better call on the Lord. You better call on, right? A brother in this truth, right? A sick brother in this truth. Right. Don't just call Ray, right? Or Rel, right? You better call a brother with a Hebrew, right? Elder Charles, right? Right? Go ahead, bring that back up.
Right. Draw nigh to Yahweh, and He will draw nigh to you.
Right.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord.
Do what?
Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord.
Knocking door by myself.
Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord.
Go ahead.
And He shall.
And He what?
And He shall lift you up.
Right? And that's what it's about. Is us really relying on the Lord. Give me Psalms 47 and 11, and I'm gonna close it after that. Psalms 147 and 11. But we have to put our faith and our hope in the Lord. You can't put your faith in man. You can't put your faith in your money. That's why I said, I'm glad the Most High didn't give me millions of dollars. Right? Lord forbid, because,
Right.
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 So we got to glory in these tribulations. You read about that in Romans 5 and 3. Because these are the things that have you, they put you in that box, or they put you in that space where you know that you got to return to you got to trust in the Most High.
Right.
You ain't got no other option.
Right.
Because if you don't trust in the Most High, you put your trust somewhere else, hey, Satan sifting, and you'll be the one to fall through the cracks, and you won't make it, right? Bring that up.
Psalms
the,
147 and
Revelation,
11 and it
18:21.
reads, the Lord taketh pleasure in them that fear him.
Right?
The Lord taketh pleasure in them that fear him.
Go ahead.
And those that hope in his mercy.
And those that what?
And those that hope in his mercy.
So, when we repent, we got to hope in the mercy of the Lord. Right? You fall short, you got hope in the mercy of the Lord. You pray for these things, for these evil spirits to be removed from you, and you don't just do it once. These are things that you got to make sure that you on the clock. Certain chapters we got to make sure we reading kind of around the clock.
Right.
Certain precepts we got to make sure that we getting real familiar with, because these are the things that when the famine of the word comes, right? Jacob's trouble kicks off. You might not have your sword. Phone might not be working. So you might not have access to the actual word, and all you're going to have is what the Most High gave you. So there's certain things that we got to make sure that we are building up.
Right.
You got to build up in it, get strengthened in it, because when that comes, you might not have, like I said, access to it. And if this is all you got, you lose stuff every day. You lose stuff every day. Yeah, you got to store up them spiritual riches.
Right.
But if you store up your spiritual riches here, and Jacob's trouble kick off, that it's just gonna start dwindling.
Right.
If you got it stored up here, Jacob's trouble kick off. Yeah, it might start dwindling. Hey, but you got enough. You got to last you. Keep that oil in your lamp. Right? Bring that out.
The book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 21. And a mighty angel took a great stone. And a mighty angel took up a stone, like a millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence.
No, that's with marching.
That's with violence.
No, that's with Gaza.
That's with violence.
No, that's with Trump.
That's with violence.
Read.
City Babylon be thrown down, it shall be found no more at all.
Right? And Babylon the Great, right? This whore, this wicked place that has put my people in slavery, right? This kingdom is falling.
Right.
You so-called white people, your kingdom is falling. Right? The Lord said he's going to overthrow it with great violence. Right? Bring that up.
Zephaniah 2 and 1 and it reads, gather yourselves together.
Say,
Gather yourselves together.
Stay at home.
Gather yourselves together.
Read.
Yea, gather, O nation, not desire, before the decree brings forth, before the day passed as a chaff,
Right.
before the fierce anger come upon you.
Before what?
Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
No, before hugs and kisses.
Before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
Go ahead.
Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
Right, and the Lord's anger is going to come upon all you so-called white people. Right? With that proud look and that rapist mustache. Right. Right? Hey, brother, take a flyer. I'm not a star. No. Death to Islam.
Right.
Right? Right? Khan, that's it on that. Bring that up.
Psalms chapter 9 and verse 19. Arise, O Lord, let man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight.
Let the what?
Let the heathen judge in thy sight.
No, let him walk proudly.
Let the heathen be judged in thy sight.
Let him speak swelling words.
Let the heathen be judged in thy sight.
Read.
Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men.
No, I thought they were
To be but men.
I thought they was the gods.
To be but men.
Right? And all of these nations they're gonna know that Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is only for the Israelites.
Right.
And that we are the true gods of the earth. That we're the kings, the priests, the princes of the earth. And these nations are nothing.
Right.
They're vanities. Right. They're likened unto a drop that fell from a vessel.
That's right.
They are unto spittle.
Right.
Right? And with that, Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.